This is Jonah Hill, and you're listening to the only podcast that matters.
Bro Gang, we are joined by the Baroness of the Bust Down, Wicked Witch of the Risticle, the Bezel Babe is in the building. She's an IG influencer, and just like her Rollies, she don't TikTok. Titan of the timepiece, Queen of the clock. If she hates your watch, that's a butt dial. Sultaness of SpawnCon. Everyone's always asking who watches the Watchmen, but never where the Watchwomen at. The Timexes are Pyrex. Someone get the Rolexa Pro because the wrist's going nuts. She's never say no to a Seiko. Founder of Dimepiece, Brynn Wallner. Brynn, how are you?
I'm out of my breath just listening to you.
In the building with your woes, dude.
With my woes. Yeah. What's up, fam?
Welcome to Greenpoint.
It's been, I was like wondering when you guys would extend the invite.
Really?
Well, the first question is, why did you think you would never come on Throwing Fits? Let's get that sorted before we go to the fit check.
I feel like you guys have been around the block for a while.
It's like so we've been ran through. Like you're like,
Yeah,
I'm good.
like, surely they've been ran through enough that it's time to invite me on.
I mean, maybe.
So it's not that you're a woman.
No. You
Okay,
guys
good.
have-
All right, good.
When
You
was the
guys
last
are
time a woman was on the
women.
show?
September.
Really?
2021.
September.
Leah
11th.
McSweeney. You have big heels to fill.
Who's that?
She's
From
a real
Real
housewife of New
Housewives.
York.
Oh,
Married
to the
mob?
Oh.
She is a fellow Dime Square
Yeah.
citizen, such as yourself.
She's like the fairy
Wait.
godmother of Dime Square.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Leah
probably
Mob.
have Mad.
Yeah, Leah Mob,
Mucci's.
yeah.
She like hosts parties. I went to a Studs event and she was a co-host.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. I
exactly.
wonder what her fucking
that was her.
hosting
That was
fee
the
is.
last. That was the last holiday party that happened before Omicron shut everything down.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, so that was patient zero for Omicron, is what you're saying. So you're blaming
I'm
Leah.
not saying that.
Okay.
the super spreader event of the year.
Yeah,
Exactly.
of course.
Thank
of
you,
the
Studs.
season. Brynn, the first thing you want to do is a fit check where you're going to walk the audience at home through the totality of your fit today. The choice for you is you want to go top down or bottom up.
Oh, let's do. Wait, what?
Do you want to start top down with your
Top
fit or you
down,
want to start
top-
bottom up with your fit?
Top down.
Please don't, sir.
You're a cop.
Oh, I'm a cop.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's okay. You
It's
can
fine.
go top
Damn.
down. You're
You
our
could
guest.
tell I don't listen to this podcast.
Wow.
You
Damn.
and me both, sister.
Got her ass.
Okay, top down.
And we're including the outerwear.
Yes.
We're including
Okay.
Everything.
Okay, Gorp core.
Yeah.
Oh, trend of the
No,
year.
okay.
Last year.
Well, I have this like fleece Patagonia hat.
Okay.
That
That I thought
I'm-
was a dog.
I am obsessed. Yeah, you thought it was not.
Is it like is it trapper's hat? What is the deal here?
It's over there.
Oh, I see it peeking out
yeah,
under
it's
the
peeking
scarf.
out.
No spoilers.
It could be like the inside of an UGG. But
It looks
it's
like
a
a
hat.
nice.
It looks like a golden doodle.
It looks like a golden doodle, hypoallergenic.
Okay.
It's from Patagonia, and it's sold out like the second it came out, and so
Wow.
I'm terrified of losing it. And I get like people stopping me on the street.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, "Where'd
It's
you
a
get your
hype
hat?"
item.
It's a hype item.
How'd you get your hands on one?
Because I had like a Google alert set for
Wait,
it.
really? For this
Wow.
hat?
Yeah. And I got it from Patagonia.com and it was like $35. So it's not like a grail.
Wait, what's the style for the listeners at home?
It almost looks like a Russian hat,
Mhm.
kind of like a almost square.
Like a comrade joint.
Yeah.
Salute.
And yeah. No, it just goes
Our
with everything.
Patagonia.
Yeah.
Sorry?
That's our Patagonia.
Our, yeah.
Are you like a avid shopper in that you do things like set alerts for
No.
everyday mundane
No.
items?
That's why it was so kind of out of character. But I just really like this hat.
Damn.
I
I
wear
hope
it.
you never lose it in a gust of wind.
Well, I fucking dropped it on the L train on the
Ew.
way here.
Gross.
Yeah.
Did you put it back on your head?
I put it back on.
Oh, that
Damn.
hat belongs to the streets now.
Yeah. Damn. Speaking
Uh,
of ran through,
As if. Anyway.
had just
you might want to. Can you wash it?
I can wash it.
Okay, thank God.
It's been in the wash.
And now it's on James's chair.
It's been ran through.
That hat is now a Bushwick girly with 600 followers on TikTok.
And tiny tattoos.
Tiny, small tattoos.
So I'm also wearing a Burberry scarf.
Real or fake?
Real.
Okay.
It was
Come
my
on,
it was
Lauren.
my
I just had to ask.
My grandfather's rest in peace.
Wow.
Big rip.
Oh, so it's like he bequeathed it to you.
Yeah.
is that
Well,
all?
hand me
Is that
down.
all he left you in his will?
Yeah, right.
I'm also getting the watch.
Ooh. Wait, you haven't gotten it
Yes.
yet.
My dad currently has it. But,
But when he dies, you get it.
no.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Is he like wearing the watch? Like I'm holding. I'm just holding it for you,
No.
Brynn.
He's holding it.
Okay.
I just haven't gone over to New Jersey
What kind
where
of-
I'm from.
What kind of watch?
It's a Rolex.
Nice.
I think he got it for like $150.
In like fucking
was he a vet?
WW2,
In
like
the 60s.
Was he a
Okay.
veteran?
He went to the Naval Academy and he was a fighter pilot.
He probably got that fucking veterans discount,
Yeah.
which I don't think Rolex does anymore.
Yeah,
obviously.
they don't give a
Can't
fuck
even get a
about
watch. No,
anyone.
no, they do not.
They're
let
like
alone what about the troops, you know?
they're like Afghanistan. I don't really give a fuck.
Shout out Gramps Wallner. Is he Wallner?
Yeah, he's a Wallner. Wallner.
Wallner.
In the old country.
Okay.
Um,
Maybe we should.
he was in the German
I was
Air
gonna say maybe we
Force.
should
Oh,
double
no,
check
no,
his
no, no,
enlistment.
no, no, no.
Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I think he is a little racist, as old people are.
It was
All
a different
grandpas.
time. It was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
different
He's
time.
German.
He's
It's
not
in
a
his
Nazi.
blood.
No, he's Austrian.
Okay.
And
Oh,
Oh.
1960s, you said?
he came to this country.
Okay.
He was born in this country.
Oh, okay.
NASA recruited him, if you want to mean.
He did a little time in Argentina, right before coming here.
Okay.
Brazil, maybe, perchance?
Okay, gotta go.
Flight school in Argentina.
No, don't you worry, you guys.
Okay.
So you got the
His-
scar from Gramps.
Scarf from Gramps. I love it. I also don't want to lose it. I have a North Face puffer.
Of course, me and you both, sister.
Big black puffer.
Yeah.
Puffer.
Puffer.
I got it on.
I tried, dude. I tried. Big black puffer.
Oh
No.
I tried. 700 Phil. The Nupsy.
I don't even know. I got it on Shop Bop.
Shout out Shop Bob.
I couldn't find any. I was like, all right.
They
Shop
really
Bop.
they sell out. I feel like it's like
They sell
it's like the
out.
jacket of like Air Force One version in a jacket. Where when
Totally.
it's the season in New York, you can't get
Yeah.
The season.
Yeah.
Tis the season, but I secured it.
it. Secured the
Secure
Nupsy.
the Nupsy hustle.
Yeah.
What are you guys saying?
That's
half
the model.
time?
It's called the Nupsy.
Oh. I'm like not a Fitz person, but I do have swag.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
We should explore that later.
Okay, like our mayor.
Yeah,
He's
sure.
like, MIC needs more swag.
Yeah.
What does he wear?
I broke my hand from shaking a hype beast hand too hard.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
I have swag.
You
What
but
is he
know-
wearing? A lot of corruption and shame.
Oh.
he rocks, dude. Shout out Eric Adams. What a fucking king, dude.
You know he'd be doing it top down.
Oh,
I
a
mean,
1,000. He
yeah.
invented top down.
He invented
It's
it.
He lives
against
his
the
life
law
top down.
if he doesn't go top down.
Yeah.
You have to wrap himself.
It's entrapment otherwise.
Anything between any other layers under the Nupsy?
Hoodie?
Oh yeah, so I have this hoodie that I got sent to me. It was seeded to me.
Wow, okay.
It's by this brand called Cherry.
Yes, in Los
Do you
Angeles.
know what I'm talking about?
I'm a cool guy. I'm on the internet.
Yeah, they sent me like a shit ton of stuff and they didn't mark it or anything. And I was like, how did I even get this?
Right. They never asked for your address.
Yeah.
It was a magical flow
Yeah,
that
I
just
was
showed
like,
up.
Is there like anthrax in the box?
That's some of the best flow, the kind of flow that you don't even like expect or
Yeah.
ask for, you're not even primed for. It just shows up like a fucking baby in a fucking
Yes.
stork's beak.
Or like at the fire department, like the baby.
Oh, like
Yes.
an unwanted
Like,
child.
here's-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, leave it outside the church.
Yeah.
Someone
Like a-
pick this
Yeah.
up.
Like
Here's
a
the
Chinese,
clout.
like
Yeah.
a Chinese younger sibling.
Someone fucking take care of this
Yeah.
human.
But it's like, what's it called when it's like dyed? Like
Garment dyed.
it's garment dyed.
Wow.
I wear it every single day.
Oh, wow. So you're a big cherry girl now.
I'm obsessed with it. I'm like, can you see me
Cherry
more?
bomb.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What is
please.
it? That's Joan Jett.
Hello, daddy. Hello, mom. I'm a cherry flow.
Nice.
I like that.
Outro music.
Easy.
Do I keep going?
Yeah. What's the
What do
shirt?
you, we're not stopping
Okay,
at the hoodie.
So I'm wearing the Dimepiece merch that was designed and created by Edgar.
Yeah.
And
Gonzalez.
After that,
How did
Yes.
this perform? Was this your first and only piece of merch?
yeah,
How'd it do?
limited. It performed.
Nice.
Anything,
Yeah.
any charitable component or the charity of Brynn?
I think it was the
Watches for
I think
tots.
it's just like- I know. Let's get all these babies. with
Rolex is
clubs.
for kids.
Yeah, there's a
Rollies
book.
for kids.
R is for Rolex.
Oh.
Timepieces for tots,
Oh
baby.
my
Timepieces
god,
for
they're
tots.
that's just like there's definitely like a sneaker book for kids where like N is for Nike.
Yeah, yeah,
There's a
yeah.
watch one that sucks. Dude.
Yeah,
Rollies for refugees.
it's fucking brain worms. Yeah, Rollies for refugees. So everybody who bought it,
I need everyone to go to rolliesforrefugees.gofundme.com right now.
for
and please
every
donate for a
time
good
he
cause.
shirt sold, a kid gets a Submariner.
Fuck that. Dude.
I'm wearing a parade bralette.
Oh, shout out
Parade.
Camille.
Yeah.
Cammy.
Cammy, are you like a parade micro influencer or sorry,
Yeah.
macro influencer?
They seed me.
Mm.
That's their whole strategy, right? Is they find like cool girls that
Yeah.
aren't necessarily like the
biggest.
the biggest mainstream.
Saying
Not
I'm
the biggest,
big?
but the coolest.
The coolest.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
The niche.
Yes, of course. You have
You are-
a lane, and
Yeah.
you are.
You're one of the
killing it.
first guests
Yeah.
that went to the panties without being asked about.
Yeah,
them.
normally we have to prod. No pun intended.
Oh, really?
Why is that a pun?
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, normally with the parade.
Yeah.
You know I'd be going to the panties.
Okay.
So parade, shout out parade. I wind up mentioning it on every podcast.
You do a lot of podcasts. That's Parade. You're like a sleeper agent.
Yeah.
Sleeper cell for Parade.
Yeah.
How much they paying you?
Yeah. Just in panties?
Just one bralette a month. There
It's
you go.
not much.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
It's not much, but it's honest work. It's honest influencing.
It's honest to God influencing. I try to keep my authenticity.
We respect that same.
You
we
know-
can't be bought.
You know the vibes.
Yeah. You can't buy anyone on this
Can
podcast.
you be bought?
I mean,
Yes,
obviously.
very
We can be
easily.
bought.
That's the joke.
I want to be bought.
What else
Somebody buy me.
Please.
What else are you wearing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm wearing Brandy Melville sweatpants.
Oh, sure.
One size fits most.
Is that their tagline?
No, but
No, they're just very body shape friendly.
well, you know, all the clothes only come in one size.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
And that size is like smaller than average.
It's small.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm too big for it. But,
But you make it work.
I make it work.
Respect.
I
Do they
have-
catch shit for that at all? Or
Of
no one
course.
cares?
They
Are
they
you
get a
kidding
lot
me?
of shit.
Any,
But they still
any
do it.
chick on the internet with
It's-
blue hair hates Brandy Melville.
Yeah.
But they're still doing it.
It's
Yeah,
like an
okay.
objectively horrible company.
All right.
They fucking
But
rule,
my
dude.
theory is that all companies are horrible.
Wow.
At least they
Whoa,
like
Shout out the comrades.
This isn't a political podcast. This
Yeah.
isn't Red Scare. We're both vaxxed.
Bernie Sanders, Emily Ratajkowski.
That's your your ticket right there.
Yes. But I mean,
Sanders Radikowski 2024.
yeah. Anyway.
Brandy Melville. Shout out Brandy Melville.
And then the socks are cherry too.
Oh wow.
The socks are the cherry, the hoodie's the cherry.
The fuck was that?
That was her rapping in
The
Migos flow,
the
maybe.
shoes are Versace. The slippers
Oh, Versace.
Yeah. Because James
What-
is wearing Versace slippers.
What are the
Yeah.
panties?
Oh, they're Gap body.
Parade, you're on notice.
Well,
We need the matching set.
Parade, if you're listening. I like a cotton, but
Mm.
Parade is made out of like reclaimed plastic.
Okay. Is that comfortable? Obviously.
You want
it
some
is, right?
McDonald's Sprite on that pussy?
Yeah. Security.
Yeah. Yeah, don't say that in a Brandy Melville, dude.
No.
You're about to be fucking
Well, it's
locked
We're-
up.
we're behind the paywall.
13-year-olds.
Yeah.
We're behind the paywall. And
Yeah.
the shoes?
The shoes are Versace.
Of
No,
course.
they're not. They're not.
Oh.
They're black Converse.
Nice.
And I drew a little
Chucks.
heart on them.
Oh, like
Oh.
CDG play.
Yeah. Oh, no.
You're reclaiming the heart.
More like CBGB
Oh.
and Umpug. I'm a New York girl who's from New Jersey.
Respect. Like Frank Sinatra.
You're reclaiming
But
Exactly.
the
he's a
heart.
man.
Baby blue eyes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
You're reclaiming the heart from CDG play. And let's talk about all the jewels
Yeah.
except for the wrist. We're going to end on the wrist.
Yeah, let's end on the
Okay.
big ticket.
Oh, I love how deep we're going.
Oh, we do everything.
Okay, so
We're just getting started.
I'm wearing hoop earrings from New Top. You
Nice.
know Jane. Shout
Of
out
course.
Jane.
Who doesn't?
My boyfriend got them for me.
That's where Lawrence got his engagement ring.
No.
Oh.
For his
No, I
life.
didn't. That's not true.
Mm.
She doesn't even. Does she have diamonds? Just gold, right?
She went to Jared.
The engagement ring is also made from reclaimed plastic.
In a Cracker Jacks box.
blood diamonds made from.
I mean, yo,
reclaimed.
if a blood diamond is cheaper, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
at it.
I mean,
It is what it
I'm
is.
saying there's no ethical consumption
Under capitalism. Yeah. Nice. Drop the mic. Bars.
I'm also wearing a chain from New Top,
Okay.
Wow.
and my boyfriend's J for Jared.
Mhm.
He went. To
He is Jared.
He invented.
You went to Jared.
Mhm.
I
He
did.
is the Jared.
I went to Jared, and I never left.
Locked in.
And I'm also wearing a little charm from Supreme.
Ooh, very cool, dude.
Supreme.
Is it
can't
like a
believe you-
Tiffany charm or is it?
No, it's.
Oh yeah, you're
not.
about to make fun of my laptop. I know it's a whole.
Why you got a Supreme sticker?
I got a lot
My
of stickers.
He's wearing Supreme underwear right now.
Yes, I.
Like,
No, I'm
Really?
not today. I'm not today. But
it's
I normally
laundry,
would.
it's
be.
laundry day.
Damn, bust down.
I need a new. My computer's old as shit, and it has very embarrassing stickers on it, and I need to upgrade the whole situation.
At this point, it's like post-ironic.
oh, totally. I mean, that's
I don't know about that.
For the
this one
listeners
says,
at home, we got Noah.
yeah.
yeah. Why don't you guys-
ALZ front and center underneath all these guys. So
Yeah.
2 Supremes.
a workshop. Okay.
all
Okay.
right.
This isn't Lawrence's
Thanks, guys. This is riveting
Anyway.
podcasting.
Rings? What are the rings?
Yeah.
The rings Another new top.
Wow.
It's
Damn.
the only
You're brand loyal. You're brand loyal.
I'm brand loyal. It's a pinky ring and it has a W engraved on it for my last name.
Swag.
Shout
Wallner.
out Papa Wallner and Wallner.
Wallner.
In the old country. I have a David Yurman ring that my mom gave me. David Yurman's.
Yeah.
And then I have a
David, your man's a bird.
Do you know what a claddagh ring is?
No.
It's an Irish ring.
Oh, is this the upside down
Yeah.
or one way, depending on if you're taken or not? Yeah.
You know,
Big
sometimes-
8th grade vibes, dude. Maybe
Sometimes-
even 6th grade. That's,
Oh, really?
yeah. We might be
Yeah.
throwing it back.
Promise ring?
Yeah, basically.
Sometimes when
So
I
yours
hit
is
the-
flipped to the.
When I hit the club, the heart's facing out. I'm
Okay, I
available
see.
for the night.
Yeah, okay.
Fellas, no, I'm just kidding.
Wow,
just
for
hit
the
a-
night. Fuck being polite.
Speaking of Drake, you just hit a flip.
Yeah. Flip,
I just
flip.
hit a flip. No, the heart's
Hit a
facing
switch.
I just
outward.
flipped the switch.
I just
fuck.
flipped
But
the switch.
well done, guys.
We should do that.
What?
You guys
Flip,
can wear
flip.
my
I just
Brandy
flipped the
Melville.
switch. Flip, flip.
Yeah, you know the TikTok when they change the outfit.
No. Oh, yes, I have. I seen it on Reels.
Oh,
Yeah, all the big time men's fashion
It's
content
just hitting
creators.
reels right now.
Yeah.
It just came out.
It was big pre-COVID.
Yeah.
It's banging on reels right now.
Finally hit Reels and it is banging.
Reels. Oh,
Rings
shit.
on this one?
I have more rings.
You have a lot of rings.
This is my mom's class ring.
High school
Okay.
or college?
High school.
Nice.
She did not go to college, which I love for her.
Yeah.
She's like an early adopter, like a tech bro.
An early adopter of
I don't
not
need a
going to
college
further your education. I
Yeah.
respect that.
No, but it's her high school ring. And
That's cute.
their mascot was the Cougars, which is funny because people used to call my mom a cougar. Because
Is she hot?
She's hot.
Yeah.
When I was at Friends,
Yeah.
where I went to high school with James's brother,
Mhm.
when I was a freshman, one of the seniors was like, yo, can your mom go to prom with me? I messaged her on Facebook, but she hasn't responded.
Wow.
Damn, what did your mom say about that behind the scenes?
She was like, I don't know.
Damn.
But she was like,
Was
what
she
does he
flattered?
look like?
Was she flattered?
Yeah, she was super flattered. And obviously she said no. But he was like,
legally. Well, I guess legally she could have said yes.
I guess, yeah. he
Would have been
was a
frowned upon, but not.
senior.
It's just
In New York, the age of consent is 17.
I don't know. We got to ask
Ask-
Brandy
ask-
Melville.
That's Jerry Seinfeld.
Let's ask Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, yeah.
1738. Also, like, your mom going to prom would have been straight out of fucking Euphoria High.
Oh, I know.
Which, honestly, Friends Seminary has some Euphoria vibes, maybe.
Yeah, but I was such
Before
a
it went corporate.
sweet, innocent. I know. That's a whole
You
nother
weren't pulling up the
story.
prom with your mom being like,
No. But
I'll see you tomorrow morning,
yeah.
wink.
yeah. I'm like,
What do you want for
some-
breakfast?
Yeah.
Like, you want some E, mom? No,
You want some Superman?
this guy was like, if your mom goes with me, I'll get Max Putnam to go with you. Max Putnam was like the hottest
Max
guy. At the
Wait, that was my
school.
that was my brother's friend.
Yeah.
He was the hottest dude.
The
How hot is he? Can you
girls
confirm?
loved him.
Really?
Yeah.
He was like artsy, like long hair, and played guitar.
Oh, so
That
he's
was-
like proto Chalamet kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the vibe at my high school.
How enticing was that offer to you?
I
Let's-
was like, shit.
Wait, so was the guy that wanted to go to prom with your mom in the same class as my brother?
Well, what year did your brother graduate?
I don't know. Oh, 2006?
I think he was a little bit older than your
Okay.
brother.
Okay.
All I know is he was a senior when I was a freshman, and he was a wild card.
Was he hot?
He was
Were
okay.
you jealous of your mom?
I looked him up recently. Saw his LinkedIn.
How's he doing?
He's working in finance.
Oh, okay. So your mom could have been rich.
Yeah, I know.
Damn,
I'm like,
your
mom.
Your mom blew it. That could
You could have had a
stepdad.
Yeah.
You could have had a rich half brother
I could
if he had
have.
fucking smanged your mom.
Smang it.
Yeah. Well, if any listeners on the pod want to,
You could have a rich half.
on
Whoa.
Facebook. Go crazy.
And we have to talk about
Yeah, let's talk
the
about the watch.
wristicle.
The wrist.
Dimepiece
Yeah.
got my wrist. going
Wrist
nuts.
check.
Wrist check. Ho dinky. It's a Cartier Tank Francaise.
Nice.
My first watch.
Francaise.
Which when I started Dimepiece.
Wait, your first watch or your first big boy watch?
My first, I mean,
Big girl.
my first watch, I think, was a Baby G when I was
Nice,
like a teenager.
dude.
You know,
Pink? Pink Baby G?
no blue.
The Eminem one.
The Eminem one.
What's the Eminem one?
He had a big like G-Shock deal.
Oh, that's right. He was. There's like, you can, you
I'm
can find
like-
like screen caps from an interview that like Zood Borders will post where like Eminem was like, why would I buy a Rolex? Like the
Oh.
G-Shock tells better time. People are like, you fucking M, dude. He gets it, man.
He's the,
Rap God.
Yeah.
Wrist God.
the people's princess.
Yeah.
Yeah, not an Eminem one. It was like the girly
But this
one.
is
Yeah, the
your
little
fir-
baby
this is
G.
your
I know what
first-
you're talking
This is
about.
your
This
first
is my
real one.
first big boy, like
Big girl.
luxury watch.
Mhm.
Which is when I started Dimepiece, I didn't have one. And I was like,
Do people call you out as a fucking like?
Yeah. As a
I-
poser?
What's
Yeah.
the What's the fake watch busta? What's that dude?
Fake
The bust down busta?
I think it's just fake watch busta.
Okay.
Just like remember fake Yeezy busta.
Yeah. A lot of bustas.
Bustas.
Bustas be busting.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Oh, I need to look.
There's a
these
wrist
guys up.
buster.
Damn.
Because like, Soulja Boy wears like fake watches
Yeah.
and rappers, I think, get fleeced all the time by like jewelers, quote unquote jewelers. So
Damn,
Yeah.
that's like narc vibes.
Yeah.
Should have went to Elliot. Eliante. So you didn't have a watch when you started Dimepiece, but you did you have to get one to like be fucking real?
Well, everybody was like, "What does your collection look like?" And I was like,
Collection?
"Ooh." I was like, "Should I lie?" Like
Did
I
you-
was
did you
ready.
have to
to
lie?
lie.
did you think about lying, honestly?
I thought about it because I was like, the watch people. I thought
They were trying to gatekeep your ass.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, send me your wrist shot," and I was like,
It's
"I'm
kind
like,
of weird. So were you like, yo, Cardi, I need a fucking discount here. Like, can a girl catch a break?
well, watch brands are not generous.
No,
'Cause
that's
they
why they're
don't
rich. That's
have
how they
to
got rich.
be.
Right.
Yeah, they're not.
Well,
out
I feel like they're
here.
not generous until they are with like a low
Yes.
press trip or
Yeah, like I
some
just went on a
influencer's
fire
bucks.
ass press.
Oh, we're gonna talk.
we're
about
gonna talk
that.
about Aspen, correct?
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
yeah.
We're gonna talk about that.
Don't worry, we did our
Yeah.
research. We looked at your Instagram for the past month.
How much did you pay for this watch?
I paid $3,400.
Ooh,
Which is not bad.
No, Cartier.
It's all steel, so that's why it was cheaper. It's the smallest version, which I like.
Is this so? I'm a watch novice. I know nothing.
Okay, you're the
about
timepiece
watches.
demographic.
Yeah,
You're a dime piece, James.
Yeah.
I know. Will this watch's value go up?
I don't think so.
So it's just gonna like you're just not. It's not an investment piece.
Yeah, I'm not gonna flip it.
Okay, it's not a wrist flip.
I just flipped a wrist.
It's drip, not
um,
flip.
Exactly.
We're never gonna say that again.
I'm never gonna like put this down and like pay mortgage on my house.
Right.
Is this your daily?
Daily driver.
Yeah, this is my daily. My
Is there a collection now, by the way? Like you've amassed?
We're gonna
I have-
get there.
I have a mask.
Okay, all right. Let's leave it at that until we get to the.
And
one
you are
question
drinking
where we asked that.
Green Point's finest tap water
Yes.
because you are 5 years sober. Congrats on that.
Mhm.
5 years and 1
Wow,
week sober.
big milestone.
Yeah, big milestone.
You're about to fall off the wagon once this is over with. I
I know,
promise you
right?
that.
I'm gonna be like, I need,
Imagine that was a reputation.
oh my god!
Damn.
Bad.
Speaking of fucking,
You drove
Brian,
me to
too.
try White Claw for the first time.
I mean, dude, it's
Yo,
delicious.
I'm not.
I-
Listen, all I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
say.
right. You were sober before they invented hard
Yeah.
seltzers, or like they had Mike's Hard Lemonade or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
that was my first drink ever.
Wow.
same. All I'm gonna say
What?
is, all I'm gonna say is that
What are you, a fucking bitch?
It was like 2000. It was like 1999. Like, it was all that fucking existed.
Kyle's Killer Lemonade.
Yeah,
I never had
dude.
that. It was.
That was-
That's a
super
fake. That's
bad.
that's
Oh,
that's the
Whatever,
that's the
whatever.
stand-in.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
Mike's
yeah.
Hard and
I got it.
Zima.
What's Zima?
Zima is actually like proto malt liquor for girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Because those are all malted drinks.
oh, so they disrupted malt liquor for women.
But it was always a punchline like in TV or movies.
Yeah.
And
But it was
they had the vision, but timing is everything,
yeah.
Brynn.
Well, there
I'll
are
say.
two Travis Scott cacti chilling in the fridge. If you do feel like you want
If
to,
you want to ruin your
I
life.
was like considering Breaking Edge just to try that.
just for the cacti, it's not good.
I heard it's
It's not good.
horrible.
No, it's
It's
trash.
really bad.
But I'm such a Travis Scott.
But now it's
head.
canceled and those are about to be vintage, dude.
Ooh.
You're about to pay off your mortgage with the fucking cacti.
Yeah.
appreciating in value.
Mhm.
Exactly. All right, Brynn, let's get into the meat and potato to this podcast. Lawrence
Okay.
already asked you the first question, which was, why did you think you'd never be asked to come on Throwing Fits?
Mhm.
And thankfully, it's not because you think we're sexist. That being said, do women actually like watches?
You know, I have found that women haven't been marketed to right.
Okay. They haven't been afforded the opportunity.
Yeah. Like when I was growing up, I'd read like Nylon Magazine and Teen Vogue and like Corey Kennedy.
Yeah.
Cobra Snake. We could talk about that later.
Okay.
Anyway, I just never cared about watches because my dad wasn't really into them. And
And there was no coverage in those magazines like at all or like
yeah, maybe there was, but it wasn't like,
didn't speak to you.
it did not speak to me. So like I grew up knowing my fashion sense. And like
Mhm.
when I was old enough to like pay for shit, I'm like, ooh, I want like the Gucci bag. Da, 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 da. But I never like aspired to own a watch. And
Mhm.
it wasn't until I started like digging myself and like uncovering them and presenting them in the way that I would like to be presented to
Right.
that I realized that I like them.
What was that epiphany? What was that moment where you're like, oh, wait a second, this could be interesting. Let me dive in.
Well, when I was working at Sotheby's, we
Mm.
were working on a piece of the Patek Philippe Nautilus.
Mhm.
And I was
Beautiful.
searching for images. I'm like, who wears this watch besides dudes. And I saw Rihanna wearing it, and she was like in a full grout fit at the airport, and
Damn.
she was wearing a Nautilus, and I was like, oh, there's something here.
It like clicked for you. It like made
Yeah,
sense.
like she's like in her palace with like her Rollies suitcase and her Nautilus. I was like, this is a vibe.
Outside of Dimepiece, and let's talk about before launching Dimepiece, how would watch companies typically market to women, if at all? Was it really nothing? Or was it like in completely out of touch, tone deaf?
The shrink it and pink it
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Nice.
Well, that's, I mean, shout out
It's
to
a
Nicole
sneaker.
McLaughlin.
It's a sneaker term.
It's an industry term.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
continue
yeah.
to ask you questions. Lauren's gonna answer for you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Much like working the watch industry, I'm sure.
Can you take your hand off of my thigh?
Oh, come on. Podcasting.
He's just trying to show you,
devil's medium.
he's just trying to show you his watch.
Yeah, look.
I'm like, what's
So if it was
that?
non-existent before,
I mean, it was around, but it was like ugly.
Okay.
It was like trying to sell like the V-neck, like female cut version of the merch.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
let me ask you this, and I truly think that you have had an impact. How do watch companies or agencies now market to women in a post-Dimepiece era?
In a post-Dimepiece era. Well, I will say that brands and companies in the watch industry especially move like at a glacial pace. Because they're all answering to like the dudes in Geneva.
Well, you can't speed up time, you know.
You cannot. And they know that. And respect. Like I have so much respect for like the centuries of work.
The
that's been
legacy.
put in. Like I'm not trying to like be like a little shithead and be like, like women. Like I have
So you're not trying to be an
respect.
activist. You're not being an activist.
I'm not. I'm just like being like, there's another way of talking about this.
here's how you can make more money.
Yes,
Yeah,
literally, like there's like a total missed opportunity, like girls, gays, theys, all of
Mhm.
the people. It's funny because like I'm a woman in the industry and that's radical. I'm
Right.
like
Just your existence.
How is this like being like a well-off white woman like so special when every other industry is like, oh, we're featuring
Damn.
trans people,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yo, imagine when watch people learn about black people.
It's
Oh
gonna
my
be crazy.
God.
I know.
It's going to change the game,
I-
arguably.
it will change the game.
Yeah.
Tell me black people buy watches? What the fuck?
I know.
Geneva's gonna just implode.
Yeah, it's like gonna melt.
So,
crossed.
but what about like on the so if the industry side moves at a glacial pace, have you seen any Dimepiece biters, like in terms of like women
Ooh.
trying to get
Yes.
in on the
Right.
space that you are pioneering?
Somebody started an IG account called Galpiece.
Oh, come on.
Galpies, that's not even
That's
good.
So
not even
that's
a
so
pun.
lazy. That is so lazy.
I was like, follow back.
How's their content?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Everyone follow Galpiece
Yeah.
on Instagram.
GAL.
She's coming on the pod next week, dude.
Yeah, this is watch month.
I'm gonna jump off.
Women
of
in
your-
Watches Month.
I'm about to be out this luxury condo.
It is not that luxury.
This is not a condo.
It is a condo.
It's
This is a condo?
Yeah.
What makes, well, I don't want to.
Jesus
I'm not trying to get off track. I would say it's an
Oh.
apartment.
You might need a real estate expert on the next
Street
pod.
easy.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
Ryan Serhant.
So there are biters.
J Lux. Yeah, there are biters, but I am a good, honest capitalist. I welcome the
Right.
biters.
Competition
yeah.
breeds innovation.
Exactly. I don't
Yeah, like
care.
Galpiece. Very
Galpies.
innovative.
I'm like,
Yo, Galpies, square the fuck up.
So you,
Like,
you
they
embrace
snapped.
so you embrace the
Go off,
biters and
Yeah.
snappers alike.
The more the merrier. Like whatever. And I mean, I've definitely seen like more like human oriented stories and
Interesting.
definitely more women getting like more shine from other outlets, from marketing campaigns. I mean, Harper's Bazaar tapped me to be the monthly
That's
watch
right.
columnist.
That's right.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So
What's the
just
next column coming up?
It's about bust down watches.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm a
Bust down-
plain Jane guy.
Bust down
personally.
bitches.
Yeah, plain Jane.
I'm
Yeah.
a plain Jane guy.
Yeah, yeah. Bust
I'm a
down.
traditional.
Bust down, Tatiana.
Who? So I think one
Blue
thing.
face, baby.
One thing that when Dimepiece started, what really came out of the blue seemingly was like
Out of the blue face, baby.
nice was women
It's your show.
was women like your readers and fans like tagging you on shit and be like and making themselves visible, and they finally had like a centralized place
Yes.
where it's all like amassed.
Yes, like a Reddit.
Were you
thread.
surprised? Were you surprised at all?
Yeah, I was, because at like 500 followers, Cara Barrett, who used to work at Hodinkee, followed me and then reposted a Dimepiece post on the Hodinky Instagram, and I was like,
so that's like the bat signal for
I was
the girlies
I'm
into
not
the
ready
watches.
for this.
Right.
Yeah, because I was like, I have like a shitty Instagram account with 500 followers. Like, but then all of a sudden, all these watch people started just coming in.
Do you feel pressure then to like, live up to the hype, so to speak? Or
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of people are like, when are you going to raise money? When are you going to raise
What?
capital?
for the site, for the brand, I guess.
And I'm just like, I'm not trying to do that yet because I've seen like too many startups just like crash and burn.
Sure.
Well, take a step back. What is Dimepiece? For those of you that don't follow and don't know, what is Dimepiece doing right now?
Well, right now it's a platform dedicated to all things women and watches, and it's an Instagram account and it's a website. And the Instagram account is it's just like essentially like a news stream, like what's going on in the world, like who's wearing what, like got my ear to the ground. Like I went to the Phillips auction when they auctioned off the Patek Philippe Tiffany Nautilus.
Your photo has been on a bunch of Zood boards, untagged, I might add.
Yeah. Oh, untagged.
Yeah, you hate
and the first person to do that was Done to Death Project. He said, I'm gonna post that. And then he didn't credit me, but I don't care.
Poor Webkit.
I'm not protective over anything like that.
Even when it's proprietary and your boots on the ground?
Well, they know where it came from. And if they don't.
If you know, you know.
As revolutionary meme makers who see our memes just like fucking jacked and
proliferate,
bastardized all over the web, like it's just the fucking
get crispier and crispier.
Yeah.
Very well done.
You see the line, you see a little line of the screenshot.
I see that screen cap, that sloppy screen cap. You fucks.
Cropping game trash.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, they're on dark mode. They can't see the line.
Let me ask you a question. Who is these watch people that started following you? What's the difference between the Dimepiece member or reader like that you are speaking to? Because you mentioned it with like me that I don't know how to watch and don't know shit about watches. And then what's the difference between them or who are they? And then who is a watch person?
Yeah. Well, you got somebody like you who's like not particularly into watches, maybe doesn't even own a watch.
I asked you, I was like, yo, what watch should I get?
Yeah.
I know.
You do not own a watch.
What did you get?
I wanted the Cartier trippy one. This was like a year ago.
Yeah. Better start saving up,
do you
sweetheart.
have $1 million?
This was a year ago, and it wasn't.
Do you have $500,000 a year ago?
No, there's.
Let me take you to Sotheby's. Sotheby's. Potter.
Can I use this condo as leverage?
Yeah, maybe. Put a lien on your condo.
Do we own this? Oh, condo leased by throwing fits?
No, not that.
I'm just kidding.
Welcome to HQ.
Yeah, you'll need some collateral to get the crash. But a year ago, you were ahead of the curve. It was still expensive. But in the past year, I mean, come on.
Because now like all the celebrities are wearing it, right?
All the hype. You got Tyler the Creator. Kanye got one for him and Kim.
Julia Fox. Okay.
R.I.P. Oh, I think Julia Fox has a bust down AP that
really that fucking rules.
Yeah, but the man's bought it for her because I saw it on her Instagram story a while ago.
Russian submarine or
he lives on my block,
or the Salem guy.
Do you see him fucked up?
I see
cheating
him
on Julia Fox.
I don't see him cheating, but I see him bumbling down the street.
Wow, stumbling and bumbling.
He's stumbling.
reeking of Lucy and steak free.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you got some au jus.
You got some au jus on your collar, dog. You better get home to your wife and kid.
Yeah, I'm like, my G. No, he always looks hungover, and I'm just like, wow.
Well, he's Russian.
I thank Jesus Christ for
it's in their blood. Dude.
Yeah.
It's literally,
it's in their blood.
It's literally in their
bleeds
blood.
Vodka.
Yeah.
Okay, the beginner that is where Dimepiece is more of like an access portal into the watch world.
A vessel.
The Chronicles of
Tectonicals.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to freestyle.
And then who is a watch person?
The watch
Because is this motherfucker wearing like a fucking 3-piece suit? Fucking
cufflinks.
Follows Alpha Male Daily on Twitter.
You know, they're
the only X I miss
double
is extra
up.
money.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think those guys followed me early on, being like, "Oh yeah," and then but they would comment.
Titties and watches.
Yeah, like that.
Well, there is
and twins.
Chick talk.
Burritos at 4 a.m. Parties at there is an account called Lugs and Jugs.
Oh,
have you seen? You might have to pull it up.
Lugs and Jugs. Is it
lug is a watch term, Lawrence? It's
no. Is it?
I googled watch parts to do your intro.
Yes.
No. I know what a lug is. I'm saying, is it one person showing off her lugs and jugs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So then it's empowering.
I want to interview her for
Whoa.
Dimepiece.
She got some Sydney Sweeney's on her for sure.
Yes.
Sub 10K followers.
I know. I want to help her.
Damn, get your jugs
Oh my
up.
God, I missed
I
fucking
know.
horological as a part of the intro.
I put the whore in
Oh, this is
horological.
fully lingerie with like the matching
Yes.
watches.
She's a feminist icon.
Her Cash App is Lugs and Jugs, for those wondering. Her Amazon wish
Buy
list.
my next outfit. Yes, girl.
Somebody.
Yo, she's got her Amazon wish list has a few Seikos on it.
Okay.
Sub two bills.
Oh.
A lot of lingerie.
Oh, I like when she's holding up the watch like that to cover her
Yeah.
areola nip.
There's a $500 Seiko on her Amazon.
I think we
wish
can be
list.
more aspirational, Lugs and Jugs.
Well, it's Amazon, so I don't know if you can get a
Oh,
fucking,
Yeah, she needs. to
Oh,
do
I see
it.
I see a sub here. I see a sub.
Oh,
I see Omega.
I see
Okay.
some.
Okay. KK. I see an ass too. Nice to break up the feed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got some cheeks.
Yes. I mean, she's got it going
The
on.
Rolex Areola.
Have you
That's definitely well represented.
politics with her?
Yeah, I always comment. I'm like, yes, queen.
Go off.
Somebody tried to cancel some watch dude by saying, "Look at this misogynist. He follows Lugs and Jugs." And then the guy was like, "I also follow Dimepiece. I
Yeah.
know him."
Watch wars.
And
I
was
love
like,
what's inside her jugs
Yeah.
as well.
I was like, can you leave me out of this?
No, that's great for your brand.
Yeah, but that's how I discovered her. And it's just like, the watch world is so funny because you have like the cufflink bro.
Yeah.
And,
And-
they'll early on I would like post a Rolex and I'd be like, so and so wearing a Rolex Submariner. And they'd be like, that's a reference 2345, not a reference 2356.
Ugh.
And I was like, that's not the point. So I think I've weeded
Damn,
those
you got
guys
reply guys in the
out.
comments of
Yeah,
your
but
watches.
for the most
No,
part,
like mansplainers, even worse.
mansplainers,
Yeah.
but for the most part, people are really nice and supportive and not
Good.
like annoying.
Beautiful.
And I
Good.
don't get any DPs.
What's a DP?
Dick pic.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dimepiece dick pic.
Not
You don't get a fucking Rolex on the fucking cock?
I have thought about it. I'm like, nobody's done
I'm trying to
this
think of like
before?
Shaft and I'm trying to do a rhyme, but I'm not
Yeah.
coming up with anything.
No.
An
Rolex.
A penis.
Hey,
Hey,
Royal
A Rolex de Bona.
A royal bone. Oh,
okay.
yeah, there you go. Dave
Yeah.
Bona.
Because the watch world is very intimidating because it's
Yeah.
just like so insular, so old. It's like,
Yeah.
fucking cars. It's like any like obsessive.
Guys
it's like
love
fucking-
under the hood shit.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But what was the moment with Dimepiece where, because you had an epiphany moment with the Rihanna photo where you're like, yo, there's something here.
Yeah.
But after launching Dimepiece, where was the moment where you're like, yo, this might actually be a full-time endeavor or an endeavor that takes up a lot of my time? I'm onto something here.
Yeah.
Eureka.
Well, I think it definitely came after the Hodinky shout out.
Mhm.
Like
repost.
their influence is strong. Because
They're
like
the name. They're like the end all be all name in watches, right?
Yeah.
At least digitally speaking.
Yeah, no, totally. And
And I guess they have print now too.
They do.
Mhm.
I got a lot of followers from that, and all of a sudden, all these people, real watch people, are following me and sliding into my DMs, and they're so excited. And I don't think it was like one certain post; it was just the community that I had created.
Sure.
Is there a Dimepiece Discord?
There. Oh, I don't know.
That could be the next step. We
Do you
can.
want to hop into our Discord the week that this episode goes live?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I don't know what that means, but
It's like a
chat
AOL
room.
chat room.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
Mhm.
no.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good.
Imagine Reddit, but worse.
On
AKA
sicko
better.
mode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Oh,
fucking
8chan?
on dicko mode, dude.
Oh.
Mainly dudes. It's just mainly dudes. That's all.
And some queens.
And some queens.
So it was really like when you started seeing the caliber of the people that were
Yeah.
like engaging with you.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, I'm onto something.
Yeah. And then like outlets started reaching out and they wanted to interview me. And like for example, the Wall Street Journal, they're like, can we talk to you? And I'm like, sure. I talked to the girl for like 20 minutes and I didn't even know what the piece was about. And then like 3 months later, it's like 8 women changing the watch world.
Damn.
And it was like the CMO of Patek Philippe or like Audemars Piguet. And it was like Cara from Hodinky.
Mhm.
It was like a bunch of like heavy hitters and me. And I
Damn,
was
it
like,
your ass in
did
there.
you
yeah.
make a mistake? Like, why am I in here? And I was like, oh.
Do you still feel
shit.
that way as kind of like the outsider, or do you feel like now you have you're firmly planted in this
Yeah,
game?
I'm planted.
How long has Dimepiece been around?
I started the IG August 2020.
Damn, mercurial rise.
So like a year and a half.
Mercurial.
So like with time, you must chip away at that imposter syndrome where you're also
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I'm more established. I've been here for a minute now.
Yeah. And Like I only started the website in March 2021, so it hasn't even been.
That's where like long form conversations go, right? Like interviews and
like the interviews. I'm gonna make more watch content. I just got a ring light.
Oh, right, that's right.
I'm about to hit the video.
Damn, Dimepiece TikTok.
I think so. I think I have to do it.
I mean, it's called TikTok, and you're a fucking watch.
I know,
yeah, it seems like a no-brainer.
It's a layup.
Yeah.
Maybe I think I need to start wearing makeup.
If you want some tips, I'm pretty.
He has a whole great makeup routine.
Guy.
We should talk to him about all
I'm gonna come in like 2 months. I'm gonna like look like Kim Kardashian.
Completely changed.
Hey
guys.
Hey guys. I have like big ass lips.
Yeah, fucking lugs and jugs.
Yes.
Yeah, your lugs and jugs shit.
The next lugs and jugs. You better keep up, gal piece.
Yeah.
About to get left in the fucking dust.
Strap and fap.
Mamma mia.
Damn.
Well, you did just launch a curation of watches that you're selling on your website, right?
Yeah.
Is this the commerce platform?
Is this the first? Is this the first time you've done e-commerce on Dimepiece?
Yes.
How's
Besides the
it-
merch.
How's it going? Besides the merch, how's it going?
Well, I sold 2.
Woo! Fire.
It's hard to sell watches. People are not ready to shell out like $5,000+ plus.
But you only need one buyer. It's like real
Yeah,
estate.
yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
you watch $1 Million Listing LA.
Yeah.
It's like that though.
The reason why I did it is because I have a dealer friend. He's from London.
Roy, what told you stand?
And he supplies watches to like Mr. Porter and Harrods.
This is
and,
his
like,
full-time thing.
Yeah, like
He's the plug.
He's the plug. And I met him like a year ago and I was like, oh, like I got along with him immediately. And he's like, nobody cares about women's watches. Like they never, he's like, I've picked up women's watches and I try to sell them and
They
nobody
just
wants
sit.
to buy them.
Damn.
They just sit.
Because
like-
where would they buy them?
Yeah.
Right?
I guess he could give them to like, I don't know.
Watch guys have wives.
Yeah.
But that's obviously
Yeah.
you know.
But also
And
a lot
Gumaz.
of women would like wear that watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm trying to make
tasteful
like,
women.
tasteful women.
Thank you.
Not all women.
No.
I'm trying to make like legit female watches cool again. Like a little
Like smaller,
small guy.
yeah, dainty.
Like I like
To match
the
your
look
small-
of
So this
it.
guy,
Yeah.
you guys hit it off, and he's like, "There's an opportunity here." So was it his idea? Was it your idea? Collaborative?
It was a slow burn because like this past summer, I went to Vegas
Nice.
for the Couture show, which is like the biggest jewelry show ever.
What was that like?
Yeah.
It
Holy
was
shit.
crazy. They put me up at the Wynn.
Fire.
I was like, penthouse.
The Wynn is kind of trash now, no?
I think it's
Bro, it's
all
Vegas, man. It's
trash.
what do you
Now the Cosmo's sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Cosmo, I think, is worse than the Wynn. Really?
Cosmo Breakfast Buffet, the Wicked Spoon. Woo.
Oh.
I'm speaking from experience from like 7 years ago when I went there for
Yeah.
like the
You
trade
didn't
show
stay at the Venetian?
with Matthew Henson. No, bro, the Cosmo is mwah,
Okay.
corner
Oh.
suite.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
this is
go
a
to
pod
Vegas.
about travel. This is a Vegas.
The
pod
Cosmo
now.
Yeah.
Wicked Spoon
a
Breakfast Buffet.
hospitality pod.
Condé
is second
Nast
to none.
Traveler.
Did you go to Spearmint Rhino?
No. Is that a strip club?
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of the
No.
2 big ones.
I didn't
think.
go.
I don't know anything about
No,
Vegas.
Spearmint
I
Rhino
shouldn't
Yeah.
tell you.
that's a fucking iconic strip club.
Oh, you know, I used to live in Vegas.
What? Why?
You've lived in like the worst places.
I've lived in a lot of places.
I mean, I lived in Hoboken too. We've talked.
Why did you live in Vegas?
201.
Yeah,
You get some mutts.
I was born in 201.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Are you in Jersey boy?
I was Bergen County.
Oh, let's go.
Mawa.
Raised on the tough cul-de-sacs of.
Oh.
Mawa, New Jersey. Yeah,
Why were you living in Vegas?
Well, my parents got divorced.
Sorry.
because of the whole prom
No.
situation.
Yeah. No,
Tore our
this-
family
this
asunder.
Was asunder. I've been seeing that word a lot lately, by
Yeah.
the way. Anyway, I tore that ass asunder. It was after my parents split up. We were living in Denver at the time. This is all very young. Brynn Trill.
Your party girl face.
But my grandpa Wallner had a business in Vegas.
Running the Spearmint
Maybe
Rhino.
for tax purposes.
Yeah.
And then, running the Spearmint Rhino. And then, so after the separation, my dad did a stint in Vegas.
Gotcha.
Brought the kids along.
Mm.
You could see the light of the Luxor from our sleepy suburban street. It
That's your
was
pyramid
a
hotel,
total
right?
Trip.
Yeah.
That one is falling apart.
It's
That one is
bad.
truly
It's
Piece
bad.
of shit.
like the ceilings are like
I know.
falling out.
I wish I can go to Vegas in like the 80s or the 90s when it was just like still like fresh.
Yeah.
And
Can you
it's-
still smoke inside there?
exciting.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Thank
Lawrence and I
God.
were supposed to go to Vegas next month, but it fell through.
Oh.
What the fuck you gonna do?
Yeah, bummer.
Okay, so back to selling watches
Oh, yeah.
on Dimepiece. What is your
Yes.
commission, and why did you not go the route of just selling the most expensive watches ever?
Well, the commission isn't much, to be honest, because the margins with watches, I mean, you're not making much because they're so in demand.
Mhm.
Like, for example, a watch that was probably like, no, take the Patek Philippe Nautilus.
Of course.
Right? Like 3 months ago, that was probably like 110.
Light work.
Yeah.
And now it's like 160,000.
Immediately.
Like it's
Like that.
It's just so crazy right now. And watches
It's like
are
an NFT.
It is.
Same customer base,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
crossover. But the women's watches are more like sleeper items.
Right.
Yeah.
And like what I was saying when I went to Vegas, I was there and it was like basically like all the uncut gems, like 47th Street guys
Mhm.
relocate to Vegas for a week.
That's your way of saying Jewish.
All the Jews.
And Chinese.
I was like, L'chaim. But I was like running around.
And then what they say?
Yeah.
They were like,
Police.
Brynn Wallner, get her the fuck out of here.
I do your grandfather.
Yeah, no. I promise my grandpa's not a Nazi.
Okay.
My friend Alan was also there, the dealer guy, the Antica from London.
Mhm.
And he was like, just come around the trade show floor with me and like, just like listen.
Yeah.
And I heard him kind of like barter with these guys and they let me try all this shit on. And I was like, wow, like I'm learning, like I learn so much every single day. Because
You're a sponge.
You're being hands-on, right? That's
I'm
the
being
best way to learn.
Literally.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Literally hands on with
building.
SpongeBob SquarePants. What was the
Yes.
biggest, most expensive thing you tried on?
Ooh. Well, I tried on this really cool Rolex Daytona, all gold.
Hell yeah.
An
An older one or?
Yeah, like an older, like 70s
Paul Newman.
vibes. Oh yeah, God. I have tried on a Paul Newman.
Damn, that's like that's $2 million on the wrist, right? Maybe more?
17 milli.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
The last time the Paul Newman,
Did you have a gun pointing at your head when you were trying it on?
literally, I had like an
They
iced
like
coffee.
Security guards like travel with the fucking.
Well, I tried on the
saw
Paul,
Ocean's
the
8.
Paul Newman at I think it was at Phillips. Like I've been to all the auction houses too to try on all the watches, whatever. Me being with this dude, we have just like collected little women's watches here and there. So it's like a super like slow burn. And people ask me all the time, where can I buy a watch? Where can I buy a watch? And I'm like,
and now you have an answer. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, you could go to the Real. You could go wherever, but like, also, if you want to look, I have 6 watches. If you want to buy
Well,
them.
now 4 of 2 sold.
Well, now
right?
4,
Mhm.
yeah.
One of which was your Seiko, right?
Yeah.
So-
Well, I still have the other one. It's an exact like
Got it.
you
Got
know.
it.
Do you want? And they range from the Seiko was $850. It's sold.
Yes.
And the highest one is 14 G's.
yes.
Do you want this to be a expanding part of Dimepiece to like not only offer like the culture around in the community, but also the fucking goods?
Soup to
Yeah.
nuts, right?
I mean, yeah, like I'm just playing it by ear, seeing how it goes.
Oh, look, you're the hand model.
Yeah.
I recognize the rings.
I tried to make it like influencery, like on the white sheet.
Depop style.
Content creation.
Styled with parachute linen.
Yeah, literally. That's LLD.
Oh, well, you
I
make it
am
look
not-
like parachute.
I am not, I can't with the DTC brands.
Is there what other DTC watches? There's got to be, right?
Yeah, Movado. Fucking.
No.
Movado is not.
That's a
all-
legacy.
No?
brand.
Yeah,
You're
that's a
hating.
Swiss.
But like, are
Okay.
there? Is it like who's disrupt? Because like,
Samuel Wellington.
oh, okay. Because I was gonna say like now, like when I think of disruptive, got like that type of dude, like they get like an Apple Watch.
Yeah,
They don't even
yeah.
get like a. But
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
there's obviously like
They
What do you-
have like some disruptor brands.
nothing fire though, right?
They have this one. There's this one brand called Brita that I like because they've sent me watches and they're really cute and they have like a good Instagram and it's like the price point is like $75 to $100.
That's
Are there any
Uh,
watches
quartz?
that are there any watches that have the
Quartz, yeah.
slap wrist bracelet?
Honestly, bring it back.
$1 million.
That's another
idea right there.
lane
Yeah.
that someone could fill, dude.
Yes.
$1 million
Slap.
idea.
Yeah. Yo, this shit's a slapper,
Yo,
bro.
this-
Yo, that watch
This watch
slaps.
slaps. Yeah.
Oh, I can see it now. Billions.
What's the because Dimepiece is we talked about culture, community, storytelling, now e-commerce, but also like
The
consulting
pillars.
and buying.
Yeah.
What's the single best opportunity that's come your way because of launching Dimepiece and having it for the last year and a half or so?
Well, probably the Harper's Bazaar column.
Yeah.
But also, I'm about to be in a real commercial.
Oh,
Join the club, dude. Both of you.
Oh, wait. Are you
Mm-hmm.
on TV?
He's on TV. I auditioned and was cut from the holiday campaign.
I think
Yeah.
I'm going to be cut because
Why?
they did not put me in a good outfit.
Oh, really?
It was probably.
They didn't. You couldn't style yourself.
No.
Well, at least you got past the audition phase. I didn't even make it into the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had to audition for that too, and they did not. They did, but they.
Well, if you want to see,
can a white man catch a fucking breakout here?
if you want to see a creative POC, turn on Suits on USA and watch me chill for the real. Which
I was
I've
on
never
a
used
plane
before.
and saw the holiday campaign that I did not get, and DJ Stretch Armstrong was in it. And I was like, they got their Jew.
Yeah,
they got him.
They could have had them jeans, but
they could have had them
chose
Jews.
Stretch
Could have had them Jews.
Yeah, they could.
You're calling him them. Oh, we're talking about Lawrence.
I know, but Stretch Armstrong and them jeans are like.
Are they this? Because they're both
Like,
DJs and they're both
in the same
Gumby.
room.
They're both
Yeah.
like
Oh, sure.
6'17".
Yeah.
So
He's in that, and you're in that.
He's on Hulu, or you were on Hulu.
I'm in it, but not like the holiday shit. But like, I'll get a text every like once a month. I'll get a text. Did I just see you on TV?
Oh my god!
And it's like, yeah.
Are you getting royalties for that?
No, I just got a pretty big.
I think I fumbled the bag. Not.
Did you ask for too much or too little? I didn't take you seriously.
I think too little. But my friend was like, my friend makes like $100,000 a year, and she did one commercial. But I think it's for like super mainstream, like
Real's pretty. We're trying to be mainstream.
yeah. Right? I'm talking like a very household,
like Toyota.
Yeah, something like that.
Did you ask for like little watch action on top of a check or in lieu of
credit?
Okay,
so
smart.
I'm about to bust out the building in the Steve Harvey Gucci leather pants.
Bottega.
Gucci
today was Gucci. Okay. Damn.
You asked for, I said I forwent store credit and I said, hey, I'm actually trying to sell, not buy. Wink, wink. Can I just get cash?
Give me the fucking cash.
They wanted to give me both. And I said, no, just give it all.
All in cash. Take the store credit, shove it up your fucking ass, and run me my check.
Well, the truth is, I really need to step up the.
You need a manager as your star rises.
Yes.
Or you just need you need to change your grind set. That's what it is.
You need the millionaire
Change my
grind set.
I really needed two men to tell me
yes,
to do better.
Listen, the watch world is, I get it. Like,
Sweetheart,
you're just a little soft
You want to be
spoken.
a stall?
Yeah, right. Yeah. How badly do you want to watch
sit
from
on
the
my
real
lap.
the real casting couch?
Yeah. It's at the Cosmopolitan. in
The
Las
Wicked
Vegas.
Spoon.
It's in the middle of the Spearmint Rhino.
Being in a world though that is overwhelmingly male,
Yes.
overwhelmingly kind of like old guard,
Yes.
blue blood,
Yes.
gatekeeping, old motherfuckers that
Gaslighters.
maybe you don't even know what Instagram is.
Toxic.
Yeah, it's toxic.
Have you ever faced blatant sexism from the Watchmen?
No, not really blatant.
Not to your face.
Not to my face. And honestly, if it's happening behind my back, I don't really care because I
Don't read the comments of
expect it.
the.
I do not
Okay,
read
stop.
the Hodinky comments.
Do you think that there's smoke in there?
I'm sure there's smoke in there,
Fucking
but I don't care.
Right.
I feel like
They're jelly
yeah.
because you made it.
Also, as
Hard to be humble when you're stunting on a jumbotron.
Yeah. Hate from outside the club. They can't even get in.
Yeah.
They can't even get on the Hodinky WordPress.
Yeah, you gotta fake ID. Yeah. I mean, when you're watching USA Network at 10 p.m. and I come on in the real.
Suck our dicks.
Yeah, no. I mean, I was.
Hey, you know what? USA characters welcome.
Yeah.
Brynn Trill included.
Characters welcome. It's regular ass TV.
Yeah.
Don't watch me watch my wrist.
It's not HBO. It's fucking TV, I guess. I
The
don't
real world. Hoboken.
Yeah.
I was on a discussion panel and it was a women's only. It was like women in watches discussion panel.
Sexist.
Tomatoes thrown at you.
Tomato.
The room was empty. No,
It was at the Wing.
it was at the Wing.
Hillary Clinton,
Did you know-
Candace Owen.
Wait, did you know men are allowed at the Wing now?
What?
You just met somebody with a Wing membership,
Yes,
right?
he had a card.
Was he just trolling for pussy?
Yeah,
or is
gotta
he-
be.
Oh,
dude.
he was gay.
How do you know?
I just know.
That's what he told you.
No. But he
No.
said they lost a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Really?
And now they are open for
Wow.
biz. For
Are they still
all
open for biz?
genders. They are.
Damn.
Okay.
Well.
And he works for a PR firm, and that they use that as like their WeWork.
Yo, should we get a fucking
Well, I was gonna
space
say
at
they
the
owe,
Wing?
me, they owe me an
have to.
apology. I got kicked out just for beating off. It's like, come on.
Oh my
You were in the
God.
Jack Shack.
Yo, should that be a goal? We get a membership to the Wing and just
Yeah.
pull up and pod? Can you
Please.
pod in
do
the
they have
Wing?
those? Do they have those? Do they have those one-person phone booths, the Jack Shacks, where you just go in and masturbate?
I don't even think they have men's
Jack Shack.
bathrooms.
It's like the suicide machine.
Is that the new shit that they're bringing to offices in Europe? Like
Yeah.
The Jock
progressive.
Shock.
The Whack Shack.
Oh, bro.
So how was the panel? Was there go on?
Well, okay, so they asked the same exact question.
Well,
Like,
yeah. 'cause
the moderator was just digging. She wanted all the tea. She was like, have you guys experienced sexism? Do you feel discriminated against? And I'm like, this is what we're going to talk about.
Damn. Oh, so you were kind of like over it.
I was just like, yeah, but I also think that it was very opportune timing. My timing
Impeccable.
is blessed.
There's a reason why you run a watch site.
Yeah.
I'm on time, baby.
You were not punctual today.
You were late today, by the way.
By 5 minutes.
Well, you know what? If you're not 5 minutes early, you're late.
I know.
Thanks,
I know.
Stan
I'm
Van Gundy or
sorry.
Tom Coughlin.
Okay, Tom Coughlin.
Sorry.
Red-faced ass motherfucker. Let's flip the script here.
Yes.
Flip.
Yes.
Does Dimepiece have groupies?
Yeah.
Do you have thirsty motherfuckers trying to hook up with you because you're now a face?
Oh, no, nobody's trying to hook up with me.
Does that bum you out?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
What are the dime piece? What do you call the piecers? What are they like?
I call them dimes.
The dimes. All right, that makes
The
sense.
I like
dimes.
dime pieces.
Yeah.
Like the title is really fluid.
Mhm.
But there are no, like I said, there are no like pervy dudes. Nobody's really trying to blatantly hit on me.
No watch cocks.
Yeah.
No
This
watch
isn't lugs and jugs
cocks.
after
This
all.
is not lugs and jugs. I think like what I was saying, like the timing is impeccable because I came in at a moment where people are like scared to be offensive, like almost to a fault.
Sure.
And I think people are just so rattled that they're going to be supportive.
Not us. Lauren says
Woke
the R word all the
is
time.
broke.
Woke is broke.
Yeah.
Health
Lauren's
is
going to say the
wealth.
R word in T-minus 30
No,
seconds.
don't put a timer on it. It'll come when it's natural.
We had to put the timer on it.
The
It's the
R
fucking
word.
Yeah.
Oh, the R word.
Yeah.
Who's your most famous follower? Is it John Mayer?
Oh, John Mayer doesn't follow.
What the what?
Yeah.
That's
retard.
sexist right there.
There
That's
we go.
fucking sexist.
He follows Brynn Trill, but not deeply.
What? That's a bigger flex. You
Oh,
kind of
I
buried
You
got
want him on
it.
DP.
I know. I was like, wait.
I'm trying to see John Mayer get DP'd, dude.
Oh. Yeah. Who's my most famous follower?
Or maybe someone that like.
or most-
this dude named Sartorially Inc.
Oh,
Never heard of
don't
him.
butter me up.
No, who is?
Yeah, you gotta know. I know you're fucking.
No,
keeping track
I
of
like.
this.
I wish that on Instagram it would like show you who the clout cheap people are that follow you.
Oh.
What about okay, how about this? Like you mentioned all these like watch power players, like what about just influential?
Yeah.
Whether in the watch world or not.
Yeah. Okay. I think
Is it Nomi Fry?
Jesus.
Oh, word?
I think he follows.
Nice.
I have to literally
bigger on Twitter.
go through my followers and see the blue check.
Right,
people.
right.
Like I really off the top of my head because I have seen some cloudy people follow me, but they never smash the like.
Oh, whack.
So
They're
I like-
lurkers.
I don't even know if they're looking.
Right. Is
And
that
I'm
person
not
even worth it?
reminded of their presence.
Bummer.
So
Make yourself known.
yes. Show me a little love.
Yeah, toss this girl a goddamn heart, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who should I aspire to have follow me?
Well, let's talk about celebs. Is John Mayer the celeb with the best watch rotation, or is that just the most obvious answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got great watches. Don't get me wrong.
He's good.
A lot of G-Shocks.
Yeah.
Lots of them. I actually have one of the Hodinkee John Mayer G-Shocks.
Is that something that could be worth some scratch later
I
on?
think it's right now maybe worth like $900.
Wow. And that shit is fucking little digital joint.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lil Dicky.
Yeah. Okay. You got a little Dave on the wrist.
Lil Dave. No, yeah, I don't know how much it retailed for. He's got a lot of G-Shocks. He actually influenced Lori Hirschleifer. Do you know who that is?
Of course.
The queen.
Legend.
One of my most clouded up followers.
She must.
Yes.
She follows Dimepiece,
She
right?
follows-
Wasn't she
I
just?
interviewed
Oh, she
her.
fucking rocks.
I love her. I
Yeah.
She
don't
might
know
be your most influential follower.
Honestly.
She might be. I'm obsessed with her.
Great jewelry overall.
Great jewelry.
Like out of control.
Like, come on.
What does she wear? What's her main daily driver? Is it a Daytona, right?
Yeah, she has a rainbow Daytona. And she also has a green dial Daytona.
Which Mayer like
Mayer influenced her to get it.
and Jonah got one, I think.
Jonah.
Yeah. Jonah.
Fuck you, Mies. She got that because of John Mayer. And I know that because I interviewed her for Dimepiece. I went up to Hirschleifer's.
Went out to Long
Have
Island?
You been there?
No.
No.
It's
I'm a
amazing.
city boy. Did you get ice cream?
Ice
A
cream.
Kith treat.
Oh, ooh, I should have.
Yeah. Little.
No, I went to Whole Foods
Tasty
after, and then
treat.
we
You know
went
who
to the
loves
beach.
Hirschleifer's is Angelo Urrutia.
Yeah.
He'll have like
that?
From Forest Designs, formerly of
formerly of
Engineer Garments.
Nepenthes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or, yeah, Nepenthes. He has great taste. Well, I think that Hirschleifer's is such a specific vibe that like they've cultivated a real
Yes.
thing. And that's why they will survive while other retailers
It's like fancy
can go
chrome
away the
hearts.
dinosaurs.
Yes.
Yeah.
They cultivated the
Tasteful
house.
chrome.
Yes.
So what celebrity maybe
Palm
that
angels.
what's a celebrity that maybe people overlook that you think has like a very fire collection?
Ooh, this is a good question.
Who's a low-key slapper?
A low-key slapper. Well, I will say Drew Barrymore has really good watches.
Oh, really?
Right. I think I've seen on Dimepiece.
What does she wear that you like?
She's a Rolex girl.
Okay. Coke GMT, right? Or a Pepsi?
Pepsi, I think.
Okay.
It's funny because my friend Kareem, who desperately wants to be on this.
I know I sent him the tweets.
By the way.
He should, if he wants to, tell him to stop sending us videos of just his ALD collection.
Well, that wasn't to us. It was
I know.
to her.
But I said that to Lawrence, and I was like,
Yeah. Okay.
Never mind.
He needs to develop his pitching skill.
well, he's
Shout
a
out Kareem.
pitch.
Yeah.
He's verified on Twitter, I think.
He is.
And IG, I think.
You know, I'm not verified on anything.
Really?
And come on, baby.
That's
Do you
fucking
want to
bullshit.
you want to check? Some people see it as a burden.
Yeah.
Because then, people come to you with preconceived notions that you're like a
We'll
woke
get our people on
Yeah.
it. We'll get our people on it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Chad. I know you're on paternity leave, but we might need you to
Is that an
tap
Instagram
in.
employee?
Chad Kramer, dude.
Just make sure that
No, he's a Meta employee.
Oh. Well,
just
then-
make sure that you take the TikTok watermark before you upload to Reels.
Yeah.
4 days after you post.
If you
it on
want to bang on Reels, you got to lose the watermark.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We need to talk about this off record.
This is
Mike?
free game, dude. This is free
I
game for the
know.
audience at home.
No, I mean I need like the tutorial. Do you
It's
make reels?
ask us to text our guy.
Okay.
Oh, to get verified. Oh,
No. To like
to make
content
Reels?
create.
No, you just steal it and then just make sure you tag them.
Oh.
I'll make TikToks. I'm fucking good at it.
You make TikTok?
He's the face of the Throwing Fits TikTok, James Harris.
Is there? I can't tell if you're fucking with.
No, I'm serious. This is not a joke. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll show you after.
You did a fit check. You did like a fit check today. I gotta watch this though.
One of those, like nobody asked, but this is what you would wear to Lucian.
What, so Isaac, British Isaac likes.
Isaac likes, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
okay. So
Shout out Isaac.
in all honesty, the fact that Dimepiece is about kind of like the beginner's like portal
Yeah.
into the more
Yeah.
intimidating watch world right now, with style and fashion watches, I imagine people are very much like asking rudimentary advice.
Yeah.
So it is like, okay, I got my foot in the door, but like, okay, I know that I want to watch, but like, what watch should I get?
Yeah.
And so maybe
What is
it?
Yeah.
What is an automatic movement?
Yes.
Maybe
No, I'm
like
gonna
that.
start
Even
doing
more
that.
basic than
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
How
That's
to
pretty
watch.
basic.
like, should I get a leather band or should I
Yeah.
get,
Yeah.
silver, gold, whatever? People are like, oh, like, what are some good brands? I'm like, well, I like Nike.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah,
really
yeah,
should.
yeah.
Like, it is very thirsty. Speaking of sponges,
Yeah.
square
And they're all
pants.
young, so they
Yes.
probably know shit about
Yeah.
watches to begin with.
Yes, that's why I bought the ring light, baby.
Mhm.
Well, you better squat on that Dimepiece fucking TikTok.
Oh yeah, do you have the handle at least?
Oh, I need to get
You need to
that.
do that.
No,
Thank God
Dimepiece is
I'm
definitely owned by some
Yeah,
fucking
that's gotta
hot
be.
19-year-old
Yeah.
OnlyFans girl.
Yeah.
I gotta
Some
get
Brandy
that.
Melville ambassador.
Yeah, me. Yeah, I need to do that.
So what's your current rotation looking like? We talked about the Francois.
Yeah, the Française.
Francaise.
the
The Francois tank. Francaise.
Bonjour. Française.
Cartier.
Cartier.
French fry.
I also have a little
Real
tiny...
R's moving silence like Cartier.
Oh!
Real R's? What is that supposed to mean?
You said it
Real
earlier.
I
That
wear it.
episode title?
No. Real R's moving silence.
That's
Like
amazing.
Cartier, bro.
We'll put it up here and we'll talk about it after the fact.
Bars.
All right, current rotation.
I have
Yeah.
a teeny tiny Rolex Datejust that I got with influencer store credit.
Good for you.
Wow.
I got it from Rebag. Do you know what this is?
My wife and I were just talking about it, so I'm familiar.
Oh.
They resell bags.
yeah.
Obviously.
they rebag it.
Mhm.
They're in their bag. I had just enough store credit to buy it in full. The Datejust. So it went,
Did you do SpawnCon just for credit
Yeah.
to buy the watch?
Yeah, because that was really early on. Like
Okay.
they were day ones.
Day one homies.
But yeah, when buying secondhand online, especially on like a fashion website like that, like not like a watch specific, I was like, is this like real? Is it authenticated? Is it in good condition?
You need to get watch busts in the building.
Yeah.
I needed it. I went down to Watches of Switzerland in Soho.
Mhm.
And I was like, can you take off a link but then also tell me,
is this real?
yeah, they were like, oh, this is in amazing conditions from the 80s.
How nervous were you that you might have gotten a fucking lemon?
I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
Have you copped a fake one yet? Fake
No,
anything?
I
Okay,
should.
God bless.
I should like get a 5711 on Canal Street and start rocking it.
Yeah, why not?
I won't put a certain dude on blast because James knows him, but I know a dude who bought a fake Daytona. Like when the deal is too good to be true, it's probably because it is.
Did he know it was fake?
No, he got fleeced by a fucking
no.
asshole.
What's he pay?
I think he might have. This is bad. He might have paid because it was gold, or he thought it was gold. I think he might have paid like 20 G's.
No,
Yeah.
Online.
No, to the in a transaction with a guy who burned him, of which he never got his money. No.
It's like Kendall Roy's homie and the guy that took like doesn't he like watch and shit anyway.
Oh yeah, Greg.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Cousin Greg.
Yeah, that guy.
Theo Greg.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Okay, so you got the teeny tiny
Rolex
Rollie.
HS. That's like the classic, like the Jubilee, like. But I also have my Seiko.
Yes.
It's a vintage Seiko from the 80s. It was my first automatic watch.
Nice.
So I learned how to wind it and set the time and the date, which is really instrumental for me because I was like, I actually don't know anything
Like
about
you had this watch
watches.
and you're like, I can't even figure out how to get it to work.
Do you ever look at the clock on your iPhone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been looking at that clock.
Am I being like the guy that's like, oh, like we live in a society or
Yeah.
whatever? Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah, basically pretty
But
much.
sometimes I'll leave the house without my phone.
Really?
And I have to watch the
You're big on your, you like pay attention to your screen
There's
time. or
no
you-
fucking way
yeah.
that that's real. There's no way
What,
that
my
your screen
screen
time
time?
is
Yeah.
sub 2 hours.
No, it's not sub 2 hours, but I usually on average it's like 3.5 hours.
But you like
Okay,
set
but
a limit, right? On your on
No.
your usage? No? I thought that was
But how are you able to, if you're running a very online community and very IG forward thing, and especially if you're going to start doing
Yeah.
TikTok,
I know. Well,
how's your screen time
Well-
sub in the single digits?
I think it's because I'm running. It's like a business, so I like clock in and clock out.
Oof.
Like I respond to all my DMs. I do my.
you're not
posts.
doom scrolling or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I do that.
Right.
I look at shit on my desktop on the laptop.
So
like
the screen
Twitter.com?
time is being, distributed.
I'm
You're
like
on Instagram.com.
Yeah.
I'm like a pervert.
This bitch is on the browser?
I'm on the browser.
You're in a public library just going TikTok.com.
Yeah.
You and a homeless guy watching porn?
I'm like, oh, another zinger by done to death. And I'm like reading like a book. No, I do have Twitter on my desktop. So I'm like scrolling like in between
Got it.
writing fire.
Copy.
docs.
Spitting bars.
Yeah.
With my fingies.
Yeah. But I do keep it low. Because I think
Admirable.
I just start feeling like this like malaise after a while. And I'm like, I got to put it down. I also don't go on TikTok, which I understand is a serious time suck.
Yes. Because it's amazing.
Are you
time
scrolling?
suck.
You know, have you read this book called Infinite Jest?
Oh, David Foster, who?
Big watch guy. So you know,
Speaking
like,
of Eminem,
Is
David
he?
Foster Wallace.
no, I don't fucking know.
He's
so
dead.
Big abuser. Yeah, he killed himself. So the whole like
Because his watch game is so weak.
one of the main conceits is
because he got a fake ass Daytona.
Yeah.
they come up with the perfect entertainment and they can't look away, and so people die in their chairs. That's what TikTok is.
Oh my god.
Distilled. Entertainment
It's the
distilled
perfect-
perfectly.
The
Damn,
perfect.
Should I read this book?
No, it's
Oh.
mid.
How much time you got? Well,
I-
actually, if you're not on your phone, you got a lot of time.
Damn, I really wanted to like entrap you into recommending Infinite Jest.
I highly
On the
recommend
record.
Infinite
Wow,
Jest.
dude.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Welcome to Greenpoint.
Do you know this guy
Yeah.
Bret Easton Ellis?
Yeah.
The Power Broker.
Ooh.
Unfamiliar.
That's another good like fake bookshelf,
Yeah,
book
yeah.
that like
Like
no
a
one is
thick
reading. Yeah. Oh, thick.
Ass book.
I'll tell you this. I just influenced Lawrence's wife, a book influencer, into
Oh,
buying.
yeah.
She's a
a book.
voracious
Oh,
reader.
which one?
It's called The Cathedral, or just Cathedral by
Oh.
Ben Hopkins.
Okay.
Very fire. What's your Grail watch? Oh, sorry. Are we doing the rotation?
Oh,
So we've run through 3.
We were ran through.
Ran through.
Yeah, honestly, those are the ones.
Because you don't
that
wear
I-
the John Mayer one, right?
I don't wear the John Mayer one.
That's on ice.
I'm just not. Like I'm not gonna wear that, but I like having it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like
It's an investment.
An
An investment opportunity.
Box and papers.
Mhm.
Got my Rowan Blazers Seiko.
Oh,
We're
very
not,
cool.
Crickets.
That's yeah.
Very awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Dude.
What's your?
blowing razors, dude?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
R word. Razors. What's your grail watch? Do you have one?
This is really basic, but I want a Royal Oak.
Ooh, I mean, who doesn't?
How close are you to getting one?
You know, I really want the one that's on Dimepiece right now.
What's the price on that,
Why don't you
James?
just buy it?
It's like 13,000 something. That's
If you sell all other watches, take the commission and take a big
Yeah.
chunk out, take a bite out of crime.
13,950.
Yeah.
What's this? What's the face? What's the millimeters on that?
It's 25 millimeters. Which is even smaller than my date.
I was gonna say that's like as
there are very few signs
Like, it's
of wear
smaller, you
to
can't
the
even
case
read
or
the
bracelet.
time.
The bracelet is the iconic version of the larger model, which is integrated into the watch case.
Are you reading her copy on pod?
He's reading.
Wow.
Yeah.
Simp.
The dial on this watch is a rare example. Rather than being the classic tapisserie waffle looking dial.
Tapisserie.
Waffle looking ass dial. 1 year warranty by Foundwell. You need to
Box and papers on the Royal Oak.
Does it say? I forget. There might be papes.
What? Oh, sorry. I was reading my emails.
Oh. This man is bored.
No, I went to the wrong tab.
He does hate watches. He hates watches.
I don't hate watches. We're going to get to it.
Make a believer out of you.
Okay, so the Grail watch is that.
What I want to know is, where do you draw the line? And I think like the issue with watches, much like a lot of things, is that you can be put off it because of the majority of the audience, which I think has happened to me. Right?
Yeah.
It's why I'm
watches,
not necessarily like a big
Rick and
vintage
Morty,
car guy.
throwing
Yeah.
fits.
Rick and Morty, rock climbing, podcast listeners, all
Yes,
podcasts,
yes.
Rolling Blazers, et cetera, et cetera. Where do you draw the line between a tasteful wrist flex and just being gross and gauche?
I mean, I really think it's how you wear it.
Ooh, I respect that.
I mean, it's just the attitude. Are you wearing it for a flex, or is it part of the
Who's it
look?
for, right?
Yeah, who's it for?
who are you
If
doing
you're wearing
for?
it for you, you can really tell the difference.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out here wearing this for me.
This is a good size, though.
Yeah.
His shit is too big.
People be flexing, though.
Bro, it's a fucking dive watch.
Yeah.
No, it looks good.
Thank you.
It's great.
It's got some nice wrist presence, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, he never
does.
fails to mention on every single fit check.
I
So,
mean, listen. What am I?
Who is he wearing it for? That is the question.
What am I not going to take the opportunity if the door is left open?
You
Come
have
on.
nice hands.
Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate
so
that.
soft and small.
Yeah, it's because I'm a podcaster. This is
Yeah.
all I do is hold a mic like this.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Pinky
why
up.
are you,
Pinky out.
Why are you wearing Carhartt? I know you ain't using those.
I'm not wearing any
hands.
Carhartt right now,
I
so
know.
nice try.
He's not
For the
doing Carhartt
readers
shit,
at
though.
home,
My hand is not on her thigh, and I'm not wearing Carhartt.
you're wearing the Carhartt overalls right now.
in the podcasting factory.
The thermals.
Yeah. And like an orange hat.
Yeah.
Is there a trend in the watch world that you want to see die and just keep it in 2021?
Yeah. What's tired?
Honestly, I am tired of like a huge watch. And a lot of women that I speak to, they're like, oh, I love a big watch.
Because it means money.
No, I think
It's a juxtaposition, right?
yeah, I think
Aesthetically.
like when it first came around, like in the early aughts, you had like Lindsay Lohan and Paris
Ooh.
Hilton. They were wearing these like big Daytonas and like
But-
look at us, we're wearing a men's watch. How cool is that we can pull it off and even make it look better?
I mean, but with the onset of indie sleaze, you're going to see that
Oh,
come back?
I know. Michael Kors coming back.
Ain't a bitch living who could say I bought her Michael Kors.
Yeah, but I'm just like, a lot of times, and a lot of, if there are watch women listening to this, they'll be like, F you. Because a lot of them like a huge watch.
Yeah,
but
why
I
not?
think it looks kind of like, just like a little junky.
Clunky
Yeah.
and junky.
Like,
Chunky.
I think it's
Chunky
even more
monkey.
of a statement to wear a smaller one because you're not making any sort of statement. You're just like,
It's subtler.
The statement is
Yeah.
that there's no statement.
yeah, and it's just more proportional to the wrist.
Real G's move in silence like lasagna. That's what we're
Real
talking
G's
about.
moving
Like
real
Bolioli.
R's.
Move in silence like Cartier.
Cartier.
What are some watch related red flags for dudes
Oh.
as a chick?
Oh, we're talking from the female gaze, not just from a watch fan's perspective.
From the female gaze.
We all dress for the female gaze.
I mean, again, I think like a super large watch is
Yeah.
like a turn off because you'll have these skinny wristed ass
Mm,
dudes
yeah.
wearing like a 44 millimeter
yeah.
and their wrist
A foppish ass Brooklynite with a Panerai or some
It's like,
shit.
look, I got the
Yeah.
crypto punk face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hublot.
This Hubo came with my board ape, dude.
So size does matter.
Size matters.
Size matters.
That's a good title
I
too.
think sometimes if I see a guy like rocking a smaller watch, I'm like, yes.
He's in touch with his
Yes.
fluidity.
Yes, he is not trying to flex. looks.
What about wearing a bust down on the first date?
Bust down? The dude in Euphoria was wearing a bust down Nautilus. Did you see that?
No, I don't
Which
watch
one?
it for you.
Who?
Man.
Oh, the
Cloud?
the producer in the bathroom.
Yeah, the producer in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be a high schooler with a
No,
bust down?
He's an older dude who
Okay.
busted into the high school party.
Got it.
Yeah,
Very
he was
cool.
iced out.
He busted in with a bust down.
He was
Like the Brynn mom of the of the party.
He's like Bryn's mom. Yeah.
Mrs. Trill. Ms. Trill.
I need to rebrand.
Please, that was my mother's name.
Well, you were just on an Aspen press trip. Was this because did they approach you as the founder of Dimepiece?
Yeah.
So you're now getting some serious fucking looks and some serious perkies.
Some serious
Press trips are the fucking
Pushing
best.
T,
They're the
dude.
best.
But they're only good if you are with a cast of characters that you get along with. Did you get along with these professional mainstream influencers who I was tapping on the shit? They had like 2 million followers and were all like fitness and diet motherfuckers.
Did they treat you like the help?
They kind of did.
Did you get along with them?
Well, I didn't like really fraternize with them that much. It
Okay.
was like a very divided trip.
Were you like the fucking cool girl at the cool girl table, like you and Amelia?
You know, I was seated next to the sartorialist.
Oh, Scott Schumann.
Scott Schumann.
A short king.
Yeah.
A short king.
Mhm.
Did you actually put his drink on his head?
Aw.
Jesus.
And then next to him was
Yo, I think he has a huge watch.
Oh, yeah. What's his wrist
Oh.
situation? Did you
well,
clock it?
he was wearing Hublot.
Very gauche.
Wait, were you wearing a Hublot or did you have
No,
to?
they
Okay.
didn't. I had no obligations on that trip. I was
Amazing.
just there for the ride.
Have they pressured you to like write about it or like do something about it?
No.
Oh.
Well,
They
they're
were
buttering her
so
up. They're
chill.
beginning the relationship
and
so
they're
that.
doing it right. Like I
This
was
is the
like,
foreplay. This is the
I was like,
foreplay.
Hublot is lit.
What was the most extravagant moment or like element of the press trip?
Well, I mean, it was first class all the way. Like,
Fuck yeah.
They even paid for my dog to go.
That's incredible.
Did you fly into Aspen?
No.
Okay. So did you drive from Denver?
Yeah.
Oh.
They said they were gonna fly as private from Denver to Aspen, and I was like, "Ooh, I need my fit pick."
Yeah,
on the,
dude, for sure. On PJ, of course.
They were like, "So, due to weather-related issues,
Interesting how the timing
they're
worked
like,
out
but
there.
we got you your own black car, SUV, your own chauffeur."
It's like a 6-hour drive.
Yeah.
I know it was like
You need a
4.5
sprinter.
hours.
You need a sprinter for that.
No, you don't want a sprinter for that.
No, you don't. Because
Oh,
it's
it's
on,
all
like,
crazy?
windy-ass,
Oh,
like,
okay.
Malibu ass roads.
Damn, how'd your dog do with the motion sickness?
She was fine.
Okay, good.
How'd you do?
I was fine, but I
How'd the
was, like,
influencers do?
it was just me in the car.
Oh, wow.
We each got
Private
our
car.
own private cars.
A fleet.
There were
Very
there was a-
eco-friendly.
Yeah.
they were very.
Shout out Hublot.
Everyone's got their own Suburban.
Yeah, literally. The chauffeur was blasting Christian rock.
Ooh.
Like Creed?
then- No,
Like the good shit or like
Well, he was literally
No.
taking you higher. I mean,
he was taking
can't blame
me
him.
higher. I was like, and then
country music?
he was like, I was like, so have you ever had any interesting clients? And he was like,
Yeah,
oh,
Jesus.
Kanye
Jesus in my
West.
passenger seat every day. Kanye?
Yes.
Oh, Kanye is Jesus. Yay. This is it.
Yeah. And he was like, I said, thank you for, talking about Jesus.
Thank you for your service,
And Kanye
literally.
was like, I am
Thank
a
you for your Sunday
servant. I am a
service."
servant of God.
I mean, is he wrong?
He's not wrong.
We all are.
Yeah. But that shit was deluxe. And we had like a big 5-course meal at
Ooh.
the top of Aspen Mountain.
What percentage of the plate did most of the influencers eat?
Oh, they were eating.
Okay. Eating good
They were
in the
eating
Good in
neighborhood.
the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catered by Applebee's.
There was so much caviar.
Ooh.
And a lot of champagne. And
love
you
a
guys know
fish
I
egg.
don't drink.
Right.
I
Were people
don't-
getting like smashed?
Yeah, because it was 5 courses, and with each course was a new wine.
Ooh.
And
I love
people
that.
towards the end,
Yo,
I was like,
Hublot, bang our line. Let's get TF in if we're letting
Hublot
anybody
is
in, apparently.
So lit.
Yeah.
Well, watch companies and car companies
Mhm.
and like hotel groups do the best press trips. We went with, I mean, I don't know what press trips you had,
Yeah,
but like
nothing good.
brands don't do good press trips.
Yeah.
When we were in our
Oh,
fucking
cool. I'm
press
going
heyday.
to San Francisco to make jeans with a laser at Levi's.
That was pretty sick, actually.
Where'd they put you up?
Oh, I'm just.
No, he didn't get.
Oh,
I
okay.
no, I got to
He
do that
went with
with.
Gian.
We actually stayed at a pretty nice
Oh.
hotel, and then we went to their like.
Yeah,
Eureka
shout out Levi's.
Lab.
I'm just being a dickhead.
Oh, yeah.
They own a fucking. Yo,
Invite me next
But
time.
it's like that.
Yeah, of
where you're
course it
like,
is.
oh, the experience. But
did you ski at all?
I just snowboarded.
Oh, you shred?
I shred. I used to go all the time when I was younger. And I was like, am I going to be good? It's been like a full decade since I've shredded.
Was it like
And
riding a bike?
It was.
So
I
how's
was
the pow?
hitting jumps.
Do you wear a watch while snowboarding?
X Games. No, I wasn't.
She on X Games mode.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys do Watch TikTok. What are you ready for this influencer life though? Like, what was the most bogus shit you saw where you're just like, yo, I don't like that bozo behavior?
This ain't
you
me.
mean like in general or on the trip?
On the trip.
I think it's like the real influencer girls who were there. Who I
don't
like,
discount yourself.
I thought no, there are like there's me who's like a niche influencer,
and you're like an
watch.
industry.
Yeah, I'm
person.
like an industry
It's a little
person.
different, yeah.
And then they had, that chick, not to name names, but Charlotte McKinney.
No, we don't know.
No.
I was like, this girl looks like a Playboy bunny.
The only influencer I know is Lugs and Jugs.
Yes. Well,
were these people like?
Taste.
I don't know if you like looked through the content they were creating, but it was like, look at me in my Hublot.
And
like
they
that kind
were
of
like
shit.
dressed to the nut.
Mad boomerangs, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like champagne.
Yeah.
Like the toast.
That's the sound it makes.
Yes. But I was like coming down ready to like snowboard in my like frumpy ass ski outfit.
How many of them did an IG story with new watch alert Hublot?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
New watch alert.
Oh.
Hublot. Or the big face Rollie. I got 2 of those. Shout out Hove,
Big
bro.
face roll.
Half of the throne. Yeah.
Well, they were just like Aspen and like, I mean, they looked so good. And I think what's like the most jarring thing that I don't know if I'm ready is like, I just like don't look that good, like ever.
Or just like living your life like you are the main character.
Yeah.
Because you
Like
are.
every moment is a photo shoot.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
Every moment's an IG
every
moment.
single moment. And you can like see it in their eyes.
Yeah.
Like
They're like
just,
scanning the room.
Right,
for,
like Terminator.
Content.
Yeah.
It's like,
Bring me that
caviar.
content.
Do they have like, or these girls specifically, did they have like assistants or IG boyfriend husbands? Were they doing content with each other, collabing?
Yeah, there was always, well, the girls that I was sitting next to, it was like the girl with like 3 million followers and then her like friend who's a Pilates instructor in LA.
Okay.
Who was like, I'm like, so what are you doing? She's like, I teach Pilates. When
She was the plus one?
Yeah, she was the plus who like
Damn.
takes all the
You brought your dog, she brought her
photos.
yoga instructor.
Yeah. I'm like, can I bring my like Chihuahua? She's like, can I bring my Pilates instructor friend?
Well, she probably treats her friend like a dog. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, I just can't get in that mindset where like every moment is like
So it's all
beauty.
bogus to you, but you're happy to be there because it is like interesting.
Yeah.
Have you gotten more like offers to kind of operate as an influencer, and have you turned any? Are you aware that this is like going to become a bigger part of your life?
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting some in my influencer bag, but on like a very low key level.
Not fucking flying private to.
Hublot's not giving you a watch.
They're not giving me a watch. And I don't think they were giving the influencers a watch. They had them wear it for the weekend and like paid them. Because
Right.
Yeah, and
again,
also
watch brands are not giving out watches.
But also, guess what? That influencer now gets a weekend of content.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
two-way
she's-
street for sure.
She's still milking it. I follow her
Wow.
now.
She's
and I'm
still in
like,
Aspen.
I'm like, this bitch
Yeah.
is still in Aspen.
Jesus.
But it's like, it's really good moments. And they make it like at the base of the gondola.
Mm-hmm.
There was a ballerina in a bubble doing like ballet. It was so extra. And they gave you like a cashmere throw and like hot chocolate for your gondola ride up.
Wow,
and like
I like
everything
that.
was like perfectly lit. Like it's like a game. The ecosystem is being
And
fed.
we don't hate the players, we hate the game. So fucking
Yeah.
more power to the
And
bitches and the yoga instructors.
I'm trying to go on all the press trips. I'm going to Vail at the end of this month
Bro,
with
who?
Oris,
wow.
which is like more outdoorsy.
Right.
But they still haven't sent my accommodations. And I'm like,
Oris.
I hope it's not like the Hampton Inn.
Ew.
Or not.
No,
shade
definitely not.
to the Hampton Inn.
No, fuck
But
the Hampton Inn.
Hublot spoiled me.
Oh, yeah.
We going to the Lambton Inn. Well, you're enjoying these like amazing opportunities and moments. Do you have an end goal with Dimepiece, or are you kind of just enjoying the ride for now?
I mean, I'm really living in the moment. I'm carpe diem.
You're present.
I want to, like soup up the website
Mhm.
and be like a true resource to people because
Yeah.
A true hub, a content hub.
you be going on dimepiece.co and you're like, I want to learn about watches. And that's what all the press says, like the resource for women interested in learning about watches. But the reality is if you go on the website, it's like, here are the watch parts.
So you want to like
Kinda
live,
ends
you want to like
there.
live up to that.
Yeah, I
eventually.
do.
So
But-
like the hodinky for women specifically, kind of.
Yeah, just like more information.
Or
Just
not even
like,
for women, just like hodinky for like people that don't
Yeah.
need like the watch
For
guy
people who
aesthetic.
fuck.
yeah.
Hodinky for people who fuck is a pretty good.
Yeah. For non-virgin.
Yeah.
All right, hear me out. Hear me out, investors. We're like hodinky, but our readers fuck
They fuck.
with the watch on.
Exactly.
Yeah. They keep that shit on.
Exactly.
Keep it
Lugs
wound up.
and jugs.
you leave here, Greenpoint, my beautiful condo that all the art's on the floor currently. How much would you sell Dimepiece for?
Oh,
if somebody came at you as you're getting on the G or you're walking the L.
Oh,
everybody's got a number.
I like don't know money very, very well, so I don't know. $1 billion.
$1 billion.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, don't quit your day job. You want to be a unicorn.
You and Ye.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
You want to have more in common with Kanye than just the fucking driver that blasts Creed on the way up to the Rockies.
Enough for me to be a true bi-king, bi-coastal. LA, New York, own places in both. With a little like country house, maybe.
Okay. Oh, this is your goal, like your end financial.
You might need that B, dude. Honestly, you got grand designs.
Everything is so expensive.
Yeah,
including watches
and all those Royal Oaks, all those teeny tiny, cutesy Royal Oaks.
Yeah.
Let's talk about move away from the business and get into the personal.
Yeah. Let's talk about
pleasure.
you a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know what your current situation
business is pleasure. Throwing fits.
Yeah.
Your boyf.
My boyfriend.
He's a photographer who has done a bunch of work with hockey skateboards and fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Were you always a ramp tramp?
Always.
Really? Was it always a skater boys for you?
Yeah. Like conditioned from a very early age.
By Sheckler? Were you radicalized by Ryan Sheckler?
I was radicalized by just
Robin Big.
Rob Dyrdek.
Yeah, I couldn't resist.
Another
so ridiculous.
Another short king.
A lot of them are short.
Yeah.
And I think he's a member of the B Club.
Is he?
Rob Dyrdek is not because of DC shoes.
Oh.
We'll have to Google. I'll Google Celebrity Network.
His VC firm actually hit me up.
Really?
Yeah.
They have a podcast all about like entrepreneurial endeavors and shit.
They're more product oriented. So like as a media, we'll see. I put all of those conversations.
Well, his deal
on
with
ice.
ridiculousness, there's a reason why it's on like 23 hours a day. And then he gets like, it's like
Is
a
he
500.
behind that?
What?
Is he?
He was the host.
Oh.
Or is his brand?
No, and it's his production company.
Okay.
Oh.
What's Rob Dyrdek worth?
$100 million.
Okay, so we're a tenth of the way there.
Wait, so I'm definitely not making $1 billion.
No, that's why it was a ridiculous answer.
$1 billion is a lot of money.
I was joking. I have no concept of money.
$1 billion is
well, now we believe you.
$1 billion is 1,000 millions.
You can do what you want to do with like.
Why do billionaires exist?
Right.
Bernie Sanders.
Emrata.
Yeah.
So you always were a ram tramp, radicalized at a young age.
Yeah, like hear the skateboard on the pavement, head turn.
Right.
I'm breaking my neck.
That's some ASMR for
As a
sure.
like
Snapping your neck.
12-year-old.
Right. Oh boy. Okay.
When I was growing up in Hoboken, 201, the mayor's son was a skater, and the mayor.
Damn, because skateboarding is a crime. So this is like a
It's rebelling against his father.
a house divided.
I'm sure,
will not stand.
Yes. The son was like, "Daddy, I want a skate park," and the mayor built a skate park in Hoboken for the mayor's son, and it became like there was like a little skate scene in Hoboken.
Did you guys ever HU?
What?
Did you guys ever hook up?
No.
With the mayor's son?
I was like I like knew where they lived. Hoboken is 1 square mile, and I would like walk by because there's no reason why I should have known who this kid was. I don't even know how I knew him.
He didn't go to school with you or anything?
He didn't go to school with me. Like there was
You haven't
no
looked him up on
reason
LinkedIn?
You went to private school in the city.
and there was no social media. And this was when I was in middle school.
Okay.
And I like didn't know how to talk to boys. But I somehow knew where
So you just lingered around you lingered around the skate park?
I lingered around the skate park.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, you did grow up and blossomed into a downtown cool girl. Do you think you have what it takes to be the next Julia Fox?
Definitely not. I don't have the ass for that. No, I don't know. I feel like I'm just more low key than that. Not even on some like cool. I'm so
You're like
chill.
mature now.
Yeah, I just like I'll go out and like I went out once. I went out on Sunday night for one of the drunken canal
Goots'
girls.
birthday. Yeah.
You guys know Goots.
I was like, yo, Lawrence, do you want to go to this? And he's like, I don't have it in me. And then there was a moment where I was like, should I no. And I saw you were there. I was like, oh.
I rallied. I was like, there's
the party started at 10,
9 p.m.
That's pretty late.
On a Sunday.
Yeah,
I was
rough.
like,
school night.
You just potted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like am I really about to go to this? It was also like 20 degrees and raining.
But it's close
But
to
you also live right around there, so that's different.
You probably just fucking trot over. For me, it would have been a whole fucking car situation.
Yeah, I trot skied over. I was like, I sucked it up.
Good friend.
And I went out and I was glad that I did because I feel like
the Cobra Snake
the Cobra Snake was there.
was there to revive
This
indie
man
sleaze.
disrupted. He busted in like the Kool-Aid man, just being like
Just flashing flash everywhere.
flash
I like
everywhere.
had a
Flashing
like
lights.
yeah, it was wild. But I actually know him from LA. So I was like hyperventilating just because of how crazy it was to see
Did you have like
him.
PTSD flashbacks from his flashes, his light bulbs?
Yeah. I regret.
You had a seizure?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was like losing it because I was like, wow, it's the year 2022. And he's like
Indie sleaze is really back.
and he was with this girl who is like the epitome of indie sleaze. Her name is Meg.
She still looks like Bloghouse.
She's like 24 and she
Oh,
is
that's
so blog like her whole aesthetic on Instagram. I like stalked her after. Like it all looks like it was taken on like a point and shoot.
Is this Meg Superstar Princess?
Yeah, that girl. And he's like, yeah.
Current it model.
Yeah, he's like, I'm in New York because I'm just following. I was like hired to trail this girl and like take a bunch of pictures of
Oh
her.
shit!
Yeah, so that's why he was there.
At least he's still working. I thought he became like a health and wellness.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he has his little hikes in LA.
What's his
Look.
name? Who's the Cobra Snake?
Mark
Mark.
Hunter.
Okay.
Everyone,
He's like one of the nicest people ever.
everyone
He's
is
the Cobra
wearing,
Snake.
everyone's
Yeah.
wearing handkerchiefs around their necks. Everyone's drinking in McCarran Park.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
We got shutter
2004.
shades
Yes.
all over again.
fucking-
Are you pro or anti this nascent resurgence of what we're calling indie sleaze?
I'm into it.
Yeah, you're gonna
'Cause-
bust out the American Apparel gold lame leggings and shit.
Yes, the disco pants.
What's the fucking the like the scarf, the Middle Eastern scarf?
Oh,
Yeah.
people
the
wear?
like balaclava or whatever.
No, it starts with
No.
a K.
Oh.
Real K's moving silence like knowledge.
It's wow, dude. Good one. It's like what fucking war criminals from the United States military
Yeah.
wear in the Middle East.
I had one.
Yeah, I mean, who didn't?
People, especially at Friends. 'cause
Yeah.
There were like the crunchy, like folk guys, like kind of like a Max Putnam hot guy.
Okay.
And there was like your brother who was like kind of more like in the books, but maybe a little outdoorsy
Nerd.
vibes.
Yeah, he was gorped up.
He was a little gorpy.
Yeah.
And then there were like the streetwear dudes
Right.
who were wearing like
Peg leg.
yeah, or like Reason or whatever.
Reason.
LRG.
Yeah. There was like a R, and there was also
Rockaware.
no, it was called Reason, and there was also a New York thing.
Reason was bad.
remember?
Oh yeah. Aaron
A-N-Y
Bondaroff.
thing.
yeah. And there was also this brand that everybody was obsessed with at my school called Lola. It was
Yeah.
like these guys. from the
James, what's his name, and
Hamptons.
Emmett.
Yeah, like
They launched like an ad agency.
oh really?
That it's called. It was an ad agency called, I believe, Gin Lane, and then it was, and then they started making like kitchenware,
Oh,
like very millennial
Damn.
friendly kitchenware.
like
all-
Great Jones.
All from Tees, dude.
Exactly. No, all from hats. It was like a big like Fat Jew and what was the fucking Fat Jew's rap crew?
Oh, fuck. Yes. God damn it.
What fucking Emrata's Mans was
yeah, Sebastian.
there? Sebastian Bearclaw or whatever.
Emrata's book, by the way.
What?
I was sad when I finished her book.
What do you say?
Team
book.
Facelift.
Team Facelift.
Team Facelift.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was called?
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of
Not what Emrata's book.
I know.
Team Facelift, a memoir.
yeah.
Memoir, excuse me.
That's kind of like subversive, like Mickey Avalon vibes.
Yes.
Remember him?
Yo, shut up. Yo.
Well,
My
shout out Dirt
dick.
Nasty. Shout
My
out Andy
dick.
Milonakis. Shout out my dick.
What? Fuck. My dick, Niagara Falls. Yo, dick.
Yeah.
Something
My dick
small.
bumbled in the jungle. Your
Yeah.
dick got touched by your uncle.
Yeah.
My dick,
That should be the outro
Rolex.
music, actually. We're going to do that. Yeah.
Yo, dick, Seiko. What's a style trend currently? So if indie sleaze is, and the jury's out, right? Because like
Yeah.
honestly, that shit aesthetically looks like just pure ass.
Yeah.
But who knows? What's the style trend you think is fucking tired,
Tired.
completely played out?
Yeah, we're
Well,
leaving it in 2021.
Honestly, I'm seeing a lot of guys who like look like copycats of you two.
Well, I mean,
Not
that
to like
comes with
gas you up.
that comes with the territory.
Well,
People
yeah. I mean,
be looking so fresh in their fits, like they just got in, they like just ripped
Oh,
the
sure,
tags
sure.
off. Like
Yeah.
it's just like so.
they're dressing for IG.
Yeah,
You
they,
literally
like,
popped the tag before
yeah.
you went out to get the coffee.
Yeah, like they're like on a conveyor belt where it's like,
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Yeah, it's like the ALD New Balances and
Right.
like the cargo.
The paint by numbers fit.
yeah.
I hate
and
that, yeah.
I'm so, especially living in the East Village,
Mhm.
downtown vibe. But
Well, that's
also
curious
in
because Lawrence and I
Brooklyn.
don't wear
Yeah.
ALD 550s.
But I
That's
think
but that's
there's
that's
like
an
a common. It's like a certain
I hear
vibe
you.
that has been co-opted.
Yeah.
by,
Jimmy and
by the
Larry Jimmy and Larry
stands.
core, dude.
the
Yeah.
JL core.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sick of that. I'm sick.
Be
of,
your own man.
honestly, I'm sick of like guys looking like they really tried to dress cute.
Okay.
My man.
Stop trying so
My
hard.
man's dresses like shit.
Yeah,
we love it.
What's his typical fit? I
He
mean,
loves it.
Yeah.
but he's also a skater, so I'm sure he makes it look good. But like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
the
because he's
typical-
got real style. Because he's got swag and
Well,
style. That
what's the
comes from
typical
the-
fit for Mr. Dimepiece?
Well,
Mr. Piece?
he wears a Casio. All the skaters
Is it a
like the
calculator watch?
Casio.
Really?
It's like the. It's
Yeah.
not the calculator.
It's like, yo, let me tally up how much I owe on this $4 Budweiser.
Yeah, he's like, how much should I tip at Lucien?
Yeah.
No, he has
The
this, like-
Finelli's Club sandwiches. How much?
Yeah.
But my boyfriend is not even a part of like that scene because he like legit doesn't leave the house unless he has to work.
Respect.
He's like the most low key dude, which is why I'm with him because I couldn't be with somebody who's like
Out here.
Mhm.
like you guys.
Right.
Outside.
For you, it's a yin and a yang thing. You balance each other out.
And
Opposites attract.
yeah,
as
I
they say.
think at first he was like a little like, oh God.
How do you guys meet?
Raya.
Oh, shit.
What
was your Raya song?
It was Foolish by Ashanti.
Who was the biggest celebrity you saw, and then who's the biggest celebrity you matched with?
Oh, I think the biggest celebrity I
The answer is always
saw-
Diplo
well,
for women.
No, because Diplo, I feel like when I was in LA, Diplo was like every party.
Right.
Avicii was on it.
R.I.P. You dead bitch. God
Damn.
damn.
Did you swipe right?
Oh, yeah, he didn't like me back.
'cause
Also,
he was
you know
dead.
who was on Raya?
He hadn't logged out yet.
Yeah.
His estate hadn't logged him out.
Oh,
Damn.
No, this was pre.
God logged him out of life, dude.
No.
Avicii.
God-
Levels.
God friended me.
That was a TV
God
show.
canceled me.
Yeah.
God deleted me.
No.
Damn.
Who'd you match with though?
Well, Hannibal Buress.
Oh, interesting.
He asked me like some weird ass question.
I'm sure you did.
That I.
Yo, what do you think of Bill Cosby?
No.
He's the guy that outed him.
I know.
He was like, "Have you ever shoplifted before?"
Oh,
or
that's pretty
something.
cool.
But I.
Are you? It's like, what is your
He
response?
definitely he definitely sent that to every single
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Oh, for
I
sure.
was
It's like,
just
yo,
about
going to
say
Whole
that.
Foods. You need anything?
Yeah.
Every single white girl.
Like, yeah, I felt like it was just like a stock. Like
Canned
But
Q.
when I
Like,
went-
fuck you,
were
cop,
You guys
like-
ever on Raya?
Yeah,
No.
I was. Yeah.
You were, because you've been wiped up for a
Mhm.
minute.
I never was on any dating app. It's a
Is she
shame.
your high school sweetheart?
No.
Oh, okay. Whew.
The only dating app I ever had was Tumblr.
Oh.
Yeah, but that was, and then I met my wife.
Okay. You're
But you know, you're familiar
were
with
on
everything.
Raya.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you still on Raya?
No, I'm boot up currently.
Oh, boot up.
Did not see Hannibal Buress on Raya.
No.
His pot is taken.
Yeah.
Hmm?
His pot is
Did
taken.
you see any famous girlies?
Cara Delevingne, which is funny because I thought she was
Oh.
Delevingne?
GA. How do you say it?
Delevingne?
Cara Delevingne.
If you're fucking
Delevingne.
yeah, if you're a fucking barbaric American, it's Delevingne.
Okay. I hope it worked on her, dude.
Well, I thought she was a G word, like
Real
moving in silence like
Gs.
lasagna.
Yes.
A real G.
Delevingne.
Matched with Leslie Jones of SNL and Ghostbusters
okay,
fame.
Fun.
Matched with Krayshawn.
Oh.
Speak of indie sleaze, oh my
Louis,
god.
Louis.
Fendi, Prada.
One of the whatever drunken canal girls posted a Cobra Snake photo, and I was like, "Wait, was Krayshawn at that party?" Oh my god, indie sleaze was alive and well at that.
I'm sure.
at that party
For sure.
There was a
It
girl.
was the coming
wearing
out party.
Ed Hardy hat, full on tramp stamp.
Like a real tramp stamp.
I don't know,
Or like a temporary.
I was
a
like,
temp
is she
tramp
like
stamp?
performing?
Well,
Like, it
we're all
looked like a
performing.
Yeah.
costume. Yeah. Take off your silly man suit.
Well, you've been a resident of Dime Square, Lower East Side, East Village
East Village. Yeah.
for a while now.
I don't
right?
live on campus.
Where do you live? What's your
Nice.
address?
I live on street.
Okay.
So I see all the guys at Abrajo.
Mm.
We right by that fire
What?
Yeah.
on Avenue A.
Oh, that was a few blocks from me.
Damn.
I could smell it. It
Shit.
was bad.
Yes. Quite bad.
Yeah, there have been a lot of fires lately. Watch
How much
out.
money did you donate to the victims of the Bronx fire?
How many Virgils?
This episode's coming out in a few weeks.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh,
Two
man.
Virgils?
Well, despite spending many years here in the famed East Village,
Yes, where I see your brother all the time.
this is true.
And wait, I found out that he was your brother because I saw him at the dog park and I was like, look at that fucking loser wearing the throwing fit shorts. And I was like, are you wearing throwing fit shorts? And he was like, yeah, it's my brother. And I was like,
Lawrence, reach over, take those
Yeah,
shorts. We're no longer seating you these
Somebody's
shorts.
not leaving with a doggy bag.
no.
Bitch.
Damn.
Anyway,
What goes through your head when you see a guy
Cold-blooded.
wearing throwing fit shorts? You
What's
say,
up?
what goes through your head when you see a guy wearing throwing fit shorts? You think, well, look at that loser? It's not very nice.
Bro, why are you even setting her up for this? You got
this is a real
shorts to
question.
sell in a few months.
you know I gotta throw a little heat at you guys. Yeah, the roast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, despite all your time
The
here in
hand
New
is
York,
strong.
is there a white trash
Hmm.
jersey or Florida tendency you just can't shake?
Oh, well, I mean, growing
Besides
up in,
hating on innocent
besides
fucking
roasting
citizens.
guys who are nice enough to invite you on their show.
Wow. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
We are literally in James's kitchen right now.
We're literally in the kitchen.
In the condo.
In the condo. The condo leased by. No, I mean, it's hard because growing up in Hoboken, I always felt like I was like I almost like going to school in the city from Hoboken. I kind of felt like talented Mr. Ripley.
Wow.
vibes.
Crossing the fucking water.
Yeah, because I was like,
On the
I
ferry?
don't really belong here.
Yeah.
All of my friends.
I imagine a better life across the water.
Yeah. All of my friends were like decked to the nines in like the coolest outfits I've ever seen.
So you were Jay Gatsby.
Yeah.
All their
Honestly,
parents,
yeah.
like brownstones, Tribeca lofts, just like I was like, whoa, I need to like step my game up. So I always felt like I like had to identify
Underdog
with
outsider.
New York City, kind of like I was like, I need to like adapt. But
Or
now
die.
in my older age, as I have become more comfortable in myself, like I wish I had more Jersey.
Oh, you
know?
want to like embrace the trash, but you kind
Yeah.
of
What
face
about Florida, though?
I
I feel like you go to Florida
So-
quite often and kind of
That's where your mom lives,
Step
right?
into
Well,
it.
my mom just moved to NYC, so no
Oh,
more
shit.
Florida. My
Damn.
mom moves like every couple of years.
Welcome to town, Mrs. Trill.
Yes, Mrs.
Yo, if the
Trill.
fucking
Yo, the
dude
Facebook
from,
is open? Is the
She's
Facebook
single.
open? Wow.
if the senior from
fellas,
She
from
doesn't
Friends
like
is still
how
She's
how,
like,
how
that
can the
shit
fellas
is
get
played.
how can the fellas get in touch with your mom?
what's her
She's
IG?
Lee Cove on
Okay.
IG.
Hell yeah.
She's
Are
active.
her DMs
Yo.
open?
Her DMs are open.
Yo,
Yo,
fellas.
you be careful what you wish for, dude.
I know. No, but
What's her Cash App?
Amazon wish list.
Oh, is she lugs and jugs?
Yo.
Jug.
Breaking news.
Like I need a Seiko.
Like my mother before me.
Yeah. No, but I spent quarantine. She was living in Naples, Florida.
Oh, big white trash, but gauche white trash.
No, new. It's
like-
new money.
Yeah.
It's
A
new
different
money
type of white trash.
No, 100%.
Well, like the ritzy East Coasters, like they go down to like the East Coast of Florida,
Mhm.
like Boca Raton, Palm Beach vibes.
Mhm.
All the Midwesterners go to the West
Oh, they're
Coast
so
of
must be so
Florida.
friendly.
They're so friendly, and the food is dank.
Oh,
They
yeah?
have all their like Ohio import restaurants.
So you're like, let me get some. It's 80 degrees. Let me get some buffalo wings.
Yeah, Skyline Chili.
Yeah, right.
Like there's literally that's like as far as I know is
Every parking
a
space is just
Cincinnati.
12
Yes,
feet
that's a
wide.
Cincinnati
Yeah,
thing,
it's a
yeah.
Cincinnati like outpost in Naples.
Bro,
Everybody's so nice.
go where the money is.
They are Trump people, but there are also some like cool people. It's kind of in a ritzier, like manicured area.
Yeah, you got to fish where the fish are.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she lived in North Naples and I quarantined there like when it was like hot in NYC and there were like ambulances and like
Right.
bodies in freezers. We were like in Naples. But
Fuck a mask.
I had to share a room with my brother for
Oh,
3
damn.
months.
Yikes.
3 months?
I think he bounced. He went back to San Francisco.
How old is he?
He's 29.
Ooh.
That's a tough
Still-
fucking racket, dude.
Sorry.
Did you see him jerking? Did he go in the Jack Shack?
There was no Jack Shack jerking behavior.
All right, good.
At least in my friends.
He wasn't playing with his playing with their Skyline Chili.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Perfect segue
Yes.
into that ass. I got to change this formally. That ass.
Yeah. It was formerly known as Dad Ass. Then we had to change it to Meat and Cheeks. But now we're going back to Dad Ass because we're our own boss.
Yeah.
That ass.
Dad Ass. Dad Ass. Got some stank on it.
Brynn, what is the perfect watch for a guy to wear on a first date?
Oh, ooga.
Dead ass. I don't know. It's something low key.
Yeah. It's kind of similar to like the no red flags type shit. Like nothing,
Yeah, nothing
too showy.
big,
or-
nothing bust down. Just like a, this is nice.
Plain Jane.
Yeah, plain Jane.
Let her know that you're gainfully
Like
employed,
maybe-
but you're not a rapper.
Yeah, maybe got it when he graduated college.
I'm not a rapper. I manage a
Yeah.
rapper. I'm like that kind of
All right,
watch.
all right, Ernst from Atlanta. What should the overall fit be?
Oh, the fit. I mean, if you're dressed like a skater, I got no problem with that.
That is seemingly
So, like,
like the answer that we get from most women when they come on the pod every 6 months.
So Lawrence, so it's big jeans.
Well, you know what? Not that kind. I like
The
a guy
polar big
that like
boys.
like chops and screws, like preppy essentials, but not in a way that's like the way that
screwed preppy
like
essentials.
a
I like
little
that.
like,
So, like
rough
Lawrence?
around the edges. No, a little less clean than Lawrence.
Less
like,
clean,
a
dirtier,
little, like
a little more lived in.
Like
Okay.
lived in. Like didn't just buy it on
Like
Jack
an oil-
Threads.
Jack Thread. God damn.
No. You look great.
Thank
but
you.
You are like more clean cut than my like.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Then who you're envisioning?
Like a little lived in,
A little younger.
got a
An oil stain or two.
Yeah.
A chili stain or two.
Yeah, like
Maybe he didn't shower before the date. A little greasy.
no, I would like a shower. I would like a shower, especially if we're gonna mo.
Yeah.
What's the worst first date you've ever been on?
Ooh.
Oh.
Or like maybe we keep it to like New York first dates.
Or will you let the guest answer?
Well, I went on a date off Raya when I moved back to New York in 2016, coming from LA. I went on so many Raya dates when I moved to New York. I'm like, I'm getting a boyfriend. It's about to be winter. Like
Cuffing
and-
season.
Yeah.
It was cuffing season. It was like the weather was just a little chill. I was like, I'm going
Little
on
nip in the
So you
air.
hit the fucking bricks. You were like, I'm going to
date.
lock down a
Yeah,
guy.
especially coming from LA where you have to fucking commit to a date. Like, okay, I guess I'm gonna drive 45 minutes to see some dude in Silver Lake. But in New York, I'm like, oh, I want to get a drink. And they're like, yeah, I'm literally a block away. Let's go to Cafe Select. I met it with some like king of NoHo kind of type guy.
Yikes.
And he was just like Mr. like, I know everybody. And we went to Lovely Day. And he was rude as fuck to the waiter.
That's a big red flag.
I was like,
the number one red
this
flag.
is so. He was like, hey, boss, let me get more these chicken nugget thingies. You know, the chicken nuggets.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
Let me get some more chicken tendies.
Yeah.
With
I was like, shut
How a guy
the fuck
treats
up.
service workers and then his parents, mainly his mom.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell.
He's on his Larry David shit.
Yeah, he was just rude. And I still see him around. No, he's like one of those like Nolita urchins, but he's probably at
He's
this point,
the
like,
Nolita dirtbag.
he's probably like 50 at this point, though. To be honest, because he was like real salt and pepper, and this was like 6 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now he's a
that's-
councilman.
Hope you're doing well, King, wherever you are.
Yeah.
Yelling at a
I
waiter.
don't even remember his name.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You're probably doing better than him.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next question. Brynn, very transparent, trans-friendly podcast.
Okay.
The most transparent podcast in the world.
How much money do you make?
What?
How much money do you make?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know right now.
That's a good answer.
I'm
you're-
on my freelance grind.
1099 life.
Yeah, which I mean,
Chasing invoices.
I'm-
Just following up.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Your
am not.
follow-up
Net
journey.
90.
I have enough money that I do not need to chase invoices.
That's great.
and if you pay me like 600 days from now, I'll be fine.
Really? That's rare in this game.
I have saved up a bunch because I have been let go twice, and I got 2 severance packages within
Go
like
off,
2
queen.
years.
Fuck yeah.
yeah,
Damn.
which was sick. When I got laid
See, we need
off-
some more of that attitude over here on
Yeah.
Throw Fits
Because
side.
I've had like corporate ass jobs, and
Yeah?
this is the first time I've been on my girl boss grind
Mhm.
solo.
on your American Care Act shit, Affordable Care Act
yeah.
shit.
Are
you still on mom's insurance?
Yeah.
Okay, respect.
I wish. No, I'm actually glad Sotheby's didn't give me fucking Cobra because that shit is a
Oh,
scam.
yeah. Well, the Cobra is the ultimate.
Yeah, it's
scam.
the Cobra
Yeah,
snake.
The Cobra snake.
The real Cobra snake.
Yeah, the real
That
Cobra.
snake will get you.
That is a bag of snakes.
Mhm.
What do you like to spend your money on? Because you're not drinking, you're not doing drugs.
Yeah, and I save a lot of money by leaving my debaucherous lifestyle. I'll spend like stupid amounts of money going to like LA for like 2 weeks, and I'll stay
Mhm.
at the Sunset Tower for 2
Nice.
nights, and it's like all of a sudden that's like $1,200
Yeah.
Sure.
for like nothing. I do love treating myself. I'm a Taurus. I love an indulgent.
What's a good indulgence?
Yeah, what's a touristy thing that?
Well, getting like an expensive hotel for 2
Oh, a
nights.
staycation.
in New
or something.
York or when you're traveling?
Oh,
Like
Anywhere,
when
I see.
I'll go to LA and then I'll be
Okay,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Blow
here
back,
for
got
like
it.
10 days.
What's a good
I'm-
New York indulgence?
Well, every year for my birthday, I stay at a fancy hotel in New
Nice.
York.
What's been your favorite one?
I love the Bowery Hotel.
Mm.
I need to ball out and go to like the Carlisle though.
Yes.
But it's so expensive.
Mhm.
to
When's your birthday?
Stay there. May 12th.
Okay.
Especially springtime in New York, the prices are
And
up.
And holidays.
Yeah.
And
It's really
holidays.
all year round because
What are your signs?
Cancer,
Hmm.
Aries,
So you're like March vibes?
April 6th.
Are you like July?
July 4th.
Oh.
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
America.
God bless America.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
God's country. Yay's country.
Brynn, can we take you higher
Yes.
by offering up some constructive criticism before we move on to the afters?
Yes.
We want to see you
Jest.
fucking thrive even harder on your girl boss grind set.
Read a
gatekeeper
book.
shit. Try reading a book. Seriously though, can you help me get a Firewatch for free?
Not for free, baby.
What's the discount looking like?
We can get you a nicely priced.
What would you in the 2 hours that we've been talking? Like, what would you peg me as for what watch would you throw on?
I like
would you
where
slap
your
on
gut
his
was
wrist?
at with it, like a Cartier.
Little left of center.
Yeah,
Curveball.
I could see him with a little tonk, a little leather strap. I mean,
leather strap for sure.
Yeah, like I could definitely see that on you.
What's
a vintage one?
What would that run me?
Not much.
Yeah, it's affordable for sure.
Yeah, you could get something like for 3,000 something.
Well, I just paid
and a classique.
I just had to pay like $50,000 in taxes. So maybe when the next check clears,
you
God, that's coming.
You did
up.
not plan well,
Lawrence.
James mentioned earlier about maybe you popping into our Discord and chatting it up with the fellas and three girls. Continuing down that line of thinking about, things that you could do for us but it would help you, we have a little paywall like newsletter link dump that we do. Maybe
Thursday dumper.
Yeah, it's called the Thursday dumper because it is a link dump. Maybe you could contribute like a little guest edit.
Yeah,
5 products.
Yes.
5 things.
Got you.
5 watches.
Recos.
5 recos.
Yeah.
You live in rec culture.
Yeah. I'll just put all the 5 watches I'm selling on.
Done. You can literally do that.
Do it. Done.
I'm a savage.
Say on that note,
Brynn, thank you for coming on.
We appreciate
the only podcast that matters. Where can the kids follow you?
Yeah, what do you have to plug?
Plug your shit.
I'm on Instagram at dimepiece.co.
Yeah.
Website by the same name.
She's a she-o.
Yeah.
Don't follow my
She-E-O.
personal.
Really? You don't want to get to 10K? You're close.
I am close.
Shout out Lugs and Jugs. Follow that queen.
10K. Follow me on Twitter. That's where the real heat is.
Yes.
What's
you
the
are an
TikTok?
elite follow.
No, I don't have a TikTok yet.
Well, what's it going to be?
Oh.
Timepiece.co. You better get it
if
immediately.
I can secure it.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get .co.
We're about to hit the phone right after that.
Let's fucking
bet.
Brynn, thank you for coming on to the only podcast that matters. Chef, hit the motherfucking outro music.
Which there's a lot of good options.